Welcome back to Legalese 123, where we are covering cases across America. Hello and welcome back to Legalese 123. I'm your host, Missy K. I hope everybody's doing well today. We have the little S word outside right now, a little bit of snow sprinkling down. Hope you're doing well on this Friday, December the 5th. Well, here we are. We're back at it again. Day 5 of the Brian Walshe trial. Well, what do you think so far? Have you been following this case? A lot of information has come out, but do you think at this moment, did he intend to M her? Has anything come out prior to her coming home January 1st? I don't know. Something to me doesn't indicate that he has premeditated anything. I just think an argument happened and whammo shablamo, something happened. Again, the defense is arguing that something happened to her in the middle of the night and she just passed away and he panicked and disposed of her. Again, we reserve all our judgment until the case is finished and the defense has their case in chief, and then we have all of the evidence, and then we can make the determination. Now, again, we are not the jurors, right? But we are at home, and we are the armchair jurors at home, our seats. So we resume our testimony with Massachusetts State Trooper Connor Keefe, who is going over the technical information. So let's gain up court here and let us begin.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All persons have anything to do with the Honorable Justice Diane Fernandez, Justice of the Norfolk Superior Court. Draw near to your attention, you shall be heard. What's ever called of Massachusetts to this honorable court? Please be seated. Please turn up your cell phone.
Good morning, jurors.
Good morning.
Hope you all had a nice night. Jurors, we'll start today with the questions that we have every morning. Jurors, were you able to comply with my order that you not speak to anyone about this case?
Yes.
Were you able to comply with my order that you not do any research about this case?
Yes.
Were you able to comply with my order that you not access any social media or any news media?
Yes.
And you all still have open minds?
Yes.
First, again, thanks for your obedience to those rules. We're ready to begin today's work. The record should reflect that all jurors have answered yes to all of the questions. You can come back on the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bring on Mr. Connor Keefe. Oh, our prosecutor doesn't have his glasses today. Oh, never mind. Lied.
Morning, Trooper. You understand you're still under oath?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
And you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I approach?
You may.
Oh, I wonder if we're going to go over the
Trooper, may I
ID
recognize that
stuff from
report that was
yesterday.
handed to you?
Yes, sir.
And have you had a chance to review that report before coming in here today?
Yes.
Is that a redacted version of what's been marked for identification I with some
Ooh.
images blurred out?
Yes.
And so that would be a collection of text messages between the number identified for Brian Walshe and the number identified for Anna as far as contacts. Is that correct?
That is correct.
What are the last 4 digits of the Brian Walshe number?
The last 4 is 8646
And what are the last digits for Anna New?
7966.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would seek to have this marked as the next exhibit, the redacted version of
Any objection?
I.
The Celebrite report between the interactions of the phone ending in 8646 to 7966 is now in evidence as Exhibit 169. Thank you. You may.
Thank you. Ms. Gilman, can we have what's been marked as 169 on the screens, please? Trooper, directing your attention to the first text on the page, which phone number is, what are the last four digits of the phone number sending this text message?
8646.
What is the body of the text?
Please.
Hello.
And what is the date and time it was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:53 a.m.
And Ms.
I
Gilman,
should
could you
see
scroll
it.
down to the next two texts?
Oh, hello.
Trooper, which number is sending
Sorry,
this
hang
text?
on.
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of this?
Thomas asked if you were coming today.
And what was the date and time it was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:53 a.m.
And then if you could scroll down, Ms. Gilman, thank you. Trooper, which number sent this next text in the chain?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
I haven't heard from you at all.
And what is the date and time it
man.
was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:54 a.m.
Now, could you, Ms.
Oh,
Gilman, scroll
man.
down to the next text in that chain? Trooper, which number is sending this message?
The number ending in 7966.
Okay.
And
Respond.
what is the body of this text?
My flight got canceled driving up.
And what was the date and time it was read?
December 25th, 2022 at 12:57 p.m.
Ms. Gilman, can we go to page 51?
22. Wait a second. Hang
Can we
on.
go to page 51?
Hang on.
7 p.m.
That-
December 25th, 2022 at 12:57 p.m.
Ms. Gilman, can we go
How's
to
that
page 51?
possible? Okay.
December
Hang on, sorry.
20th, the number ending in 8646.
Which,
Thomas asked if you were coming today.
and when,
5th, 2022 at 11:53 a.m.
It was-
I think he
8646.
misspoke.
what is the body of the text?
Hello.
And what is the date and time it was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:53 a.m.
And Ms. Gilman, could you scroll down to the next two texts?
I think he misspoke there.
Trooper, which number is sending this text?
No.
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of this?
Thomas asked if you were coming today.
And what was the date and time it was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:53 a.m.
And then if you could scroll down, Ms. Gilman, thank you. Trooper, which number sent this next text in the chain?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
I haven't heard from you at all.
And what is the date and time it was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:54 a.m.
Now, could you, Ms. Gilman, scroll down to the next text in that chain? Trooper, which number is sending this message?
The number ending in 7966.
And what is the body of this text?
My flight got canceled driving up.
And what was the date and time it was read?
December 25th, 2022 at 12:57 p.m.
Ms. Gilman, can we go to page 51?
Okay.
Trooper, this top text on the page, which number is sending it?
Could you scroll up a little bit?
Yep. I guess you'd have to go all the way up to 50.
Oh, yay. Now we get to see it. Thank
Which
you.
number is sending this text, Trooper?
The number ending in 8646.
And if we could go back down to 51? What was the time in the bottom corner of this text after it said?
December 30th, 2022, 6:33 p.m.
Now, Ms. Gilman, could you scroll down to the next message in the chain? Thank you. Trooper, which phone is sending this message?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
Hello, Thomas found the phone playing on William's bed. William said he forgot it was there. Ha ha ha. Okay, call anytime.
What is the date and time? Now, this doesn't say delivered, correct? Or is there a time when it was delivered?
It does not say, sir.
What is the date and time in the bottom corner of the text?
January 2nd, 2023 at 2:33 p.m.
And so, sir, if there's no delivered, what does that mean?
I don't believe it was ever delivered to the intended recipient.
But there's a date and time. Is that when the text was written?
In the bottom right,
Yes,
that's when it was sent.
that was when it was sent, because there's a status saying sent.
Correct.
Okay. Can we scroll down to the next text? Trooper, which phone number is sending this?
The number ending in 8646.
Could you read the body of this?
Hello, where are you? Please call, text, or email. Exhausting day with the boys, and we had fun. Going to bed early. Big day tomorrow for everyone. I still love you. Ha ha ha.
And what is the date and time in the bottom?
God.
January 2nd, 2023, 7:18 p.m.
And does
Oh my
this note if it was
gosh.
delivered?
It does not.
Could we go to the next page, page 52?
Oh my gosh.
Which number sent this message, sir?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
Hello,
And what is the date and the time?
January 3rd, 2023 at 6:39 a.m.
Does this denote if it was delivered?
It does not.
Could we have the next text? Which number sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
Where are you?
And what is the date and time of this?
January 3rd, 2023, 6:39 a.m.
And
What
this
happened to the-
This has a status of
The
sent.
sound.
Yes.
Could we have the next message?
Why did the sound all of a
Which
sudden
number sent this?
go
The
really
number ending in
quietly?
8646.
And what is the body of it?
I'm worried. Please call or email.
And what time was this sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 6:39 a.m.
Could we go to page 53? Which number sent this message, sir?
The number ending in 8646.
What is the body of this?
Where are you? I just called and it went straight to voicemail. Calling you in Viber now.
And what is the date and time this message was sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 8:30 a.m.
Can we have the next message, please? Which number sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of this text?
I will call after I drop the boys. If I don't hear from you this morning, I'm going to report you missing.
What is the date and time this was sent?
January 3rd, 2023 at 8:32 a.m.
And going down to the next message?
But then you didn't call until the
What
next
is
day,
what number sent this message?
I think.
The number ending in 8646.
What is the body of this message?
Okay, so
Hello,
maybe the
I
third.
texted your sister and Alyssa. I am calling Jeff if I don't hear from you. Where are you?
And what is the date and time this was sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 12:16 p.m.
Going down to page 54. Sir, which phone sent this message?
The number ending in 8646.
And what does the body of it say?
Hello,
And what is the date and time it was sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 7:03 p.m.
And the next message, sir, which phone sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of this text?
Where are you? The boys and I are worried. I'm calling work tomorrow if I don't hear from you.
And what is the date and time this was sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 7:04 p.m.
Going down to the next message. What is the phone number that sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of that?
Where are you?
And what is the date and time that was sent?
January 4th, 2023 at 10:14 a.m.
And can we go to page 55 for the final message? Sir, what number sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
I wanna
And
see
what is the body of it?
I am
prior to
calling
this.
Jeff now.
And what is the date and time it was sent?
January 4th, 2023, 10:15 a.m.
For the messages on January 2nd through January 4th of 2023, does any of the messages denote that they were delivered?
It does not appear that.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Oh,
Cross-exam.
okay, hang on. Okay, so Hang on. Let me go back. I just want to get those dates.
Just to note that they were delivered. 23 on January 2nd through January 4th of 2023. Does any of the messages denote that they were delivered?
It does not appear that.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Cross-exam.
Ooh. So tough because you know what happened. So you know what happened to her, right? And it's so tough to read those because, you know, we know this. He's playing, pretending like he doesn't know, and he's sending her these messages and stuff. And it just breaks my heart. Ugh. Mr. Tipton, let's see what you got today, buddy.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yesterday, you told us, testified to what you referred to as location data, correct?
Yes.
And the location data that was retrieved by apps, various apps that are contained on the devices.
Yes.
And is it fair to say that with regards to apps being able to collect location data, that service can be turned off in those devices?
If the user decides to.
Okay. And if the user decides to turn off the location tracking aspect of any app, then that particular app just does not collect the location data, correct?
To the best of my knowledge.
Okay. So to the best of your knowledge then, if someone knew how to turn off the location data for all the apps on any device that they were using to go from point A to point B, you wouldn't have that data that you told us about yesterday.
The phone collects quite a bit of data at all times.
I thought you just answered the second to last question. To the best of my knowledge, if you turned off the apps, the device would not collect location data.
Well, app specific
Mhm.
location data. Yes.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to speak up if you don't mind.
You're asking about app specific
Okay.
location data, correct?
All right. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So are you telling this jury that if someone turned off the location tracking aspect of an app, that you would still get location data from other sources?
There's a possibility. Yes.
Possibility. All right. I want to focus your attention now to Exhibit 161. That is
If you tune your phone off completely, do you still get the data location?
that's
Ask
the
Brian
Safari
Koberger.
search history.
Okay. Yes.
When you say okay, you mean yes.
Yes.
Is that what you mean? Okay. I don't want to confuse you. If I ask a question, just tell me, ask it again, and I'll.
Yes, sir.
That's the Safari search history of the Apple iPhone 13 mini. And it ran a date range of December 25th, 2022 to January 4th of 2023. Is that right?
Correct.
And then that same exhibit, and I think it was referred to yesterday, contains what was referred to as Chapter 2. You recall that? And the Chapter 2 is the Safari web history of the same device that runs from December 31st, 2022, from 9:28 a.m. to 9:31 a.m.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And you testified yesterday that even though the data would be collected and extracted from those two sources, the search history and the web history, that the web history would generally contain additional and more detailed information?
That's correct.
And who was it that decided then to limit the web history information included in Exhibit 161 to only one day for just a couple of minutes?
It was a decision by the prosecution team.
Okay. And so you told us yesterday that you work for the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, correct?
Yes.
So And you told us yesterday that you're an investigator, correct?
Yes.
And so as part of your role as an investigator with the Norfolk County District Attorney's
He's like,
Office,
here it comes.
is it fair to say that you take direction from the district attorney that's prosecuting a particular case?
More collaboration. We bring the investigative piece and they bring the legal advice and piece to the case.
Do you ever then inform the district attorney, whoever it is that you're working with on a particular case, that, for instance, web history would have additional information that might help explain entries that were found in the search history?
I present the data that is extracted from the device.
So my question was, do you ever take the time to explain to the district attorney assigned to the case you're working on with them that the web history would contain additional information in addition to the search history?
Yes.
So in any event, with regards to Exhibit 161, you were instructed or advised to only include the web history for one day, December 31st, and only for a few minutes.
Well, that particular searches were on Apple Maps, which were contained on Safari history, search history.
Were you told, were you instructed not to include certain information in Exhibit
Didn't really answer the
161?
question.
We had the date range of December 25th, 2022 through to January 4th, 2023, sorry.
And what about the web history? Were you instructed only to limit the inclusion in Exhibit 161 to that one day, December 31st?
We only chose to do that specific, those specific searches from 9:28 to 9:31 a.m.
Okay, I'm just going to ask, and it's probably me. I can barely hear you.
Sorry,
I'm sorry, I might be going deaf.
that's fine.
Yours, are you able to hear?
And-
Great.
Well, they're sitting right next to him.
That's my concern. But you need to be able to hear him as well. I'm concerned about that.
I
Attorney
understand.
Tips.
I
will
understand.
do my best.
He's got a little bit of arrogance about him, doesn't he? Just a
Yesterday-
smidge.
You were asked, let me ask this. You would agree, wouldn't you, that in the search history included in Exhibit 161, that at page number 1, number 9, there are indications of a search involving Expedia and other flight-related searches?
Could you show me that, sir?
Sure. Do
Right.
we have Exhibit 161?
As much as he can try to rely on his memory, he had a
You
lot
may.
of data that he had to download. There's no way that he can know those things
Thank you, sir.
per se. But
Or refer to you as trooper? Or do you have another title? I just don't want to mistake.
No, that's fine, sir. Yeah, that's
So trooper,
I
want to focus your attention now to,
but again, so
Page-
I said this before. The prosecution gets to put on their case. And so if they cherry pick some things, the defense gets to go back and say, hey, judge, this isn't the full context of everything. We want everything. And so this perhaps maybe this binder that he gave him might be the full extraction from that. And that does get to go to the jury. But it is also the defense's job to point these things out that, oh, hey, you only highlighted XYZ. There's more than that, right? So could it be that the prosecution's hiding something? No, they're just trying to bring in the relevant pieces. Remember, I told you they've got to like make things hit, pop. Don't bring in irrelevant things or things that might steer the jury to a different outcome. They want to be direct and as succinct as possible to give you those puzzle pieces to make the big puzzle. And if you got, a square piece that's going into a round piece, you don't want that. But it's the defense's job to do that. So in the prosecution's case, you'll see it flipped around the other way when when the defense starts going and the prosecution starts poking holes in the defense's theories.
Page 1 and the entry number 9. Am I correct in saying that that references a search related to Expedia?
That's correct.
And that search occurred at 12:25:22 at 11:39 a.m. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And those searches related to Expedia, they continue through record number 20 at page 2. Is that correct?
Yes, it goes from Expedia to Check a Flight to Check a Flight JetBlue.
All right. So yesterday you told us and you testified to one entry having to do referring to JetBlue, correct?
Yes.
There's a number of searches in Exhibit 161, isn't there, that have to do with searches for Expedia and flight information?
Yes.
And once again, if you were to look at the Safari web history of the same device for this same information at the same time, you would find more information and put context into that search. Is that accurate?
Yes, there would be more information.
Okay. But as you sit here today and based on what is and is not included in Exhibit 161, you can't give us more context to any of those searches regarding flight information, can you?
No.
Yesterday, and I'm going to ask you to turn to page 4. Yesterday, you were asked questions about an entry on page 4, record number 42. Am I saying that right when I refer to record number 42? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. That was a search regarding what?
Number 42. Would you like to read the date, time, or just the search term, sir?
You can read it anything you want.
Okay.
Yes, to make it complete.
Item 42. The search occurred on December 25th, 2022, 12:28 p.m. And the search was Xmas Day plane crash.
Okay. And those types of searches, and when I say those types, the subject matter that's contained in record number 42, it continues through record number 45 on page 4, doesn't it?
Yes.
And that is timestamp 12/31/03 at record number 49.
Correct.
Now, yesterday you were also asked about a specific reference, and once again, page 4, record number 53. And that's the record that indicates Anna Walshe found dead, correct?
Correct.
And those searches continue through 12:45:58 on page 4, don't they?
Yes.
Now, it's fair to say that once again, if you had the web history for that particular search, that would give more context into what that particular search is that you just talked about at number 54, record number 53 at page 4. It would give you more information and more context, would it not?
It would. Yes.
You have no idea, do you, as you sit here today, what the user was thinking when he or she inputted that search that you just testified to, do you?
I do not. I know the content of it. I do not know the intent of it.
Okay. Are you aware of the fact, given the fact that you're an investigator, and I presume you conducted some investigation in this case on behalf of the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, are you aware of the fact that Mrs. Anna Walshe, her flight was canceled on 12/25?
Yes.
And did you investigate the circumstances of that cancellation?
I personally did not.
Okay. So you're unaware of the snowstorm or anything like that that caused canceled flights?
I don't know the particulars around the.
All right. I want to focus your attention once again at Exhibit 161 to a number of searches that began at record number 445 at page 30.
Page 30, sir?
Page 30. And it's record number 445. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's fair to say, isn't it, that in looking at those entries starting at 445 and continuing through record number 495 on page 34, that they involve searches for what looks to be champagne or wine and varieties of champagnes and wines?
I mean, do you mind if I take a look?
I don't mind at all. No, sir.
Okay. 445 through
495.
495. Sir, yes, that appears wine and champagne
Okay.
through those searches.
And it's fair to say, isn't it, that you've carefully reviewed all these records, haven't you, before you testified here starting yesterday?
Yes.
And if you turn to page 62, beginning at record 924, and I'd ask you to just run through up to page 63, record number 943. Once again, a number of searches regarding champagne or wine or things like that.
When were these done, Mr. Tipton? When were these searches done?
Yes.
Okay, you agree with that, right?
Yes.
And we could continue to do this, but for instance, though all of those searches were being conducted on December 30th of 2022, weren't they?
The ones from line 924 through 943, yes, they were on December 30th, 2022.
And the searches between record 953
This is the best I can do for you.
through 1016 on page 68. Do you have those in front of you?
What was the beginning item, sir?
Record number 953, page 64,
Okay.
through record number 1016, page 68. Once again, those searches occurred on December 30th, correct?
I'm still looking, sir.
I'm sorry. You tell me when you're ready.
Yes, sir.
And don't let me rush you.
He wants the record to be accurate. Kitty, doing the best to take care of you. I have to work here. Kitty.
Yes, those searches occurred December 30th, 2022, between approximately 7 p.m. to around 7:15 p.m.
Right, on December 30th, correct? Yes.
Correct.
And you're aware in
Ah.
the investigation of this case that Mrs. Anna
All right,
Walsh had
Kitty,
planned a New
one
Year's
down.
Eve party to be conducted in the Cohasset home on New Year's Eve, correct?
Yes.
And you're also aware that, or maybe you're not, but there are additional searches throughout this as you continue to go down these searches that, once again, someone is shopping for expensive someone's shopping for champagne or items like that, all in the same time period, correct?
Yes.
Now, yesterday, you were asked specifically by the government to
Government. The government.
testify to an entry number, record number 1069 at page 72. Can you find that? It's at 8:38 p.m. on 12/30/2022.
Mr. Tipton's
Record
trying
number
to
1069 at page 72.
context to
Yes.
the
And you
searches.
testified yesterday, and you were asked what that search was, and you stated to the jury, "I'm good."
Oh,
Correct?
yes. What's
Yes.
that one?
And you didn't give any other context for that, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
I want to know what the
As
context
an
is.
investigator in this case, you are aware of the fact that there is a movie named I'm Good, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're also aware of the fact that if you were to look at the search web history related to that search, that it would further explain and give context to that search and that I'm Good is a movie. Is that fair to say?
I would have to see the web history itself, sir.
Okay. So you would agree, wouldn't you, Trooper, that that search that you were asked specifically about yesterday, I'm Good, at record 1069 at 8:38, that search regarding a movie occurred in between all this shopping, all these searches going on, having to do with champagne and wine and everything else, correct?
This occurred after the ones you had me read prior. I would have to look if there were searches containing wine and champagne after, sir.
Well, let me focus your attention then, and that's a certainly fair and accurate response. Why don't you look at page 72, the same page, and record number 1078. Have you had a chance?
Yes, sir.
And once again, that's champagne-related searches.
Yes.
So it's fair to say, isn't it, Trooper, that when you were asked yesterday on direct examination and to specifically refer to that one search at number 1069, I'm Good, there's certainly nothing nefarious about someone conducting a search for a movie entitled I'm Good, correct?
Again, sir, I only know the context of this. I don't know the content or the content. I don't know the intent behind it.
You would agree that these
Yeah, he can't answer that.
records that you have in Exhibit 161, if you know, they have multiple searches related to movies and movie titles, correct?
I just know the I'm Good one that you referenced, sir.
Okay, well, let me just
Point it.
briefly point
Show
you
'em.
to record number 1128 at page 75, if you can go there.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Starting there, if you could just start there, that looks like a reference to a movie or a movie clip, correct?
1128
Yes.
states tone MOV, TOE-MOV.
Do you know what that refers to?
I do not.
Okay. Just now run through the searches and up to and including number 1147, page 77. Can you do that? And as you look through those, there are multiple references to movies and movie clips, if you know.
Yes, there is, sir.
And then finally, if you can look at record number 1148 on page 77, now we start some more champagne searches. Is that accurate?
Yes, it is, sir.
So you're not, as you sit here today, you don't know who was actually searching for champagne and those related searches all during this day of December 30th.
I do not.
And you don't know who was searching for all those movies and things like that?
I do not.
And you wouldn't testify to the jury now that there's anything nefarious about someone conducting multiple searches for champagne or movie clips, is there?
Could you repeat that, sir?
There's nothing nefarious about someone searching for champagne or multiple movie clips during this period of time.
No.
And based on your investigation of the case, you did carefully look at each entry of the searches, correct?
Yes.
Now, once again, yesterday specifically, and you can turn to record number 1271, page 85, you were asked specifically yesterday by the government to look at that search. Can you look at that one again and tell us what it says?
Line 1271, dated January 2nd, 2023, 6:42 p.m. And the search states, "I'm good."
So you testified to that yesterday, and you gave no context to it, but once again, it's a reference to the same "I'm good" that we saw had been searched for back in December 30th, correct? While someone is conducting champagne searches, correct?
Yes.
And as you sit here today, then, you can't tell the jury that there's anything suspicious about or nefarious, that's my word, about this search you were asked about yesterday that was conducted on January 2nd of 2023 at record number 1271.
No.
Okay, that is an excellent, excellent point, right? Because the way the prosecution said it yesterday was there's this search, blah, 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 and then the "I'm good." And then I was like, what? And then it continued on, and then "I'm good." So it made it seem because I wrote a note, what is this? I even looked it up yesterday. I typed in "I'm good," and I think I got it pointed me to a video of somebody singing, and I was like, well, maybe he's looking up a song or something like that. I had no idea it was a movie title. So I appreciate Mr. Tipton coming in and clarifying that, hey, look, there's in these searches that you mentioned yesterday, there's nothing going on here. This "I'm good" doesn't indicate something else, which could lead you to believe that he was trying to give himself care after he had done something terrible, that he was trying to say that he's a good person. That's what I think the prosecution was alluding to, which again, I find interesting, but I'm glad that the defense has cleared that up.
Trooper, I'd like you to look at record number 1170 at page 78. That occurred on December 30th at 11:16:34 p.m.
$11.70, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You have that?
I do.
What does that search?
Search occurred on December 30th, 2022, 11:16 p.m., and it states "Nightshade."
Okay. Now, you're an investigator assigned to the district attorney's office, and you worked on this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what is that "nightshade" referring to?
Would you like me to explain the searches below? I believe it's related to what you're asking.
Absolutely. If that helps.
Yes. It says "Nightshade Noodle Bar."
Mm-hmm. And those searches go through record number 1175 through page 79 regarding Nightshade and Noodle Bar and things like that.
Yes.
So tell us, Trooper, what is Nightshade or Nightshade Noodle Bar? What is that?
I believe it's a restaurant.
Okay, and where is that restaurant located?
I am not sure. I am not sure, sir.
You're not sure. If I told you it was located right on the town line, close to the town line of Marblehead, Massachusetts and Lynn, Massachusetts, would that sound accurate to you?
I would have to search it.
Okay, so you haven't searched it.
No.
In the context of this case, you have, as you sit here today, you have no idea of then the context of that search regarding Nightshade, do you?
It appears to be a restaurant, sir. That's
All right.
all I can say.
And are you aware of the fact that in your investigation of the case that Mr. Walsh actually made a reservation for a New Year's Day dinner at the Nightshade restaurant for himself and Miss Anna Walsh for New Year's Day?
I was not aware of that.
I would ask at this time to have for ID only. Sure.
Anybody want to show it to me? That'd be a good idea.
That judge on the top of it, she needs to know what's going on. So, I kind of an interesting point. He was saying that Mr. Connor Keefe. So, okay, hang on. Is it, as an investigator, do you have to go through each and every one of these searches and find out exactly what it is that Mr. Walsh did? Should you? Maybe. Could he? Possibly. Would it have taken a lot of time and extra effort and stuff? Maybe. Does the prosecution also kind of help with that? Yes. So, is it wrong that he didn't do that? You be the judge. Well, zoom, zoom.
Thank you. Yes?
Sir, you all set with this? You leave this here? Okay.
Trooper, I'm just going to show you what's been now marked for ID as Exhibit J. Have you ever seen that before in your examination of the iPhone? The iPhone version?
And he can't be expected to remember everything. That's why they have reports that they're supposed to write at the time that they did the thing.
I reviewed the messages. I don't specifically recall this one.
You would agree, wouldn't you, that that message indicates in its context that it's a reservation at the Nightshade restaurant?
Yes, sir.
And what is the phone number that it was created from?
The phone number ending in 8646.
Did you, I apologize, did you tell us that you had or may have seen it? You just don't recall as you sit here?
Yes, I reviewed the text through the past few years. I probably have seen it in the past, but I don't recall it.
At this time, I don't move, have that text put in there.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
The text message that's previously been marked for identification as J is now in evidence as Exhibit 170. Thank you.
So is it accurate to say then, Trooper Keefe, that with regards at least to this particular text and the information that it contains, that to the best of your knowledge, nobody from the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, such as yourself, as an investigator, went up and talked to anybody at Nightshade or tried to get records of any reservation that had in fact been made on 12/30 for a dinner date?
I did not, sir.
Okay.
Did they
Trooper, I'd
go?
ask you to look at Exhibit 161 at record number 1250 at page 84. It's a search conducted at 12/31/22 at 10:26:16 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And if you will, sir, follow that search up to and including record number 1270 through page 85 that ends at 6:42:54 p.m.
What was the ending line, sir?
Record number 1270
1270. Okay.
at page 85.
Yes, sir.
What do those searches involve based on the content of the search?
These searches appear to be kids' play places, how to file for a charity, can you donate your lottery winnings, how to file a 501c3 for a church.
It's fair to say that those searches involve queries about charities and how to file charities related to a church or things like that, based on the search queries, correct?
Yes,
And do you know what a 501c3 is?
I believe it's a nonprofit charity or organization.
Did you or anyone from the Norfolk County DA's office, to the best of your knowledge, investigate what that charity search involved?
I did not, sir.
And that charity search was conducted on December 31st, New Year's Eve, at 10:26:16 a.m. That's the search at record 1250, page 84, correct?
Well, 1250, sir.
Yes.
1250 is can you donate your auto winning tax free?
Okay, I'm sorry. It doesn't specifically include the word charity.
It does not.
Thank you for correcting me. As you go down to the next searches, 1252 on, it specifically starts talking about charities and 501c3s.
1256 begins the searches for
Okay.
filing a charity.
Thank you for correcting me. No one went and tried to find out what that was about.
I did not, sir.
Okay. Yesterday, you were asked specifically, sir, to tell the jury what was a search at record number 193, page 14. Can you turn to that? It's page 14, number 193.
But does these charities have anything to do with the disappearance of Anna Walsh? Does he have to go ahead and do that? Do they need to investigate that? Do they need to investigate
Are you
everything?
there?
Yes, sir.
And you were specifically asked what that search was about, and you told the jury it was about Autobahn, correct?
Yes.
Oh yes, what's
And
this
you were
one?
asked nothing else about any of the related searches that
Yes.
go through record number 198 regarding Autobahn, correct?
Correct.
And some of those searches specifically state Autobahn USA, correct?
Yes.
What is Autobahn USA?
I believe it's a car website or
Okay,
vehicles, motor vehicles.
okay. And are you aware, based on your investigation of this case, that, and based on the content of the text messages between Anna Walsh and Brian, that Anna Walsh had asked Brian Walsh to buy her a Porsche?
Yes.
And are you aware of the fact that they talked about him buying her a Porsche in the text messages?
Yes.
And are you aware of the fact that he sent her pictures of a Porsche? In fact, 2 Porsches that were for sale?
Yes.
Are you aware of that?
Yes.
And are you aware of the fact that that took place on December 25th of 2022?
Yes, sir.
So
Did you
I
ever
have
go out
Ah.
in the context of the investigation?
pause. Okay. So speculation, thoughts, etc. So if he is looking for Porsches for her, right? And she was upset that he was buying collectible stuff for his other thing. So I have to wonder. I sense that money was a problem, right? She's the breadwinner. He currently is at home right now, taking care of the kids. Um, I think they said that he wasn't taking a salary at that moment. So him buying her Porsche is really her buying a Porsche for herself, right? And in that context, uh, she was upset about him buying some collectible things and spending some money. Does she really want him to buy a Porsche? And also, if they're having this contentious argument about when and if he's going to go to jail and she's moving to DC, does she really want a Porsche or was that like a joke, you know? Um but I also in the context of things, I think that like Brian's trying, right? He was looking for a ring. He was looking for a Porsche. He's trying to go get champagne. He's wanting to make a date with her to go take her to this restaurant. So I'm like he's trying, right? And I just I feel bad because obviously there was a communication breakdown in their marriage. So let's continue.
This case and talked to anybody at Audubon to see if Mr. Walsh had appeared and was talking about buying a Porsche for Anna Walsh around Christmas time of 2022?
I did not, sir.
Okay.
But is that relevant?
So I want to
mean, is
focus
that
your
relevant to
attention
the case?
to
That a
record
knight's
number
gonna buy her Porsche.
418, page 29. And that is a search that was conducted on December 27th of 2022 at 6:17:23 a.m. Am I right about that?
Yes.
And the related searches to that, they go through record number 438, correct?
Correct.
Those searches are related to a Verizon store, correct?
Yes.
And they're actually location searches in some instances of a Verizon store, correct?
Yes.
And it's a Verizon store located in DC, correct?
That is correct.
It's not a Verizon store located in or around Cohasset, is it?
No.
And are you aware of the fact, Trooper Keefe, that on or around December 27th, contained in the text messages that have now been introduced into evidence, that Ms. Walsh stated to Mr. Walsh that her phone wasn't working properly at the same time on 12/27.
Yes, I do recall those.
And that she told him words to the effect of it just literally stopped working, or words to that effect.
There was something to that effect, yes.
And he texted her back and said words to the effect of, you want me to get you a new phone, or do you need a new phone, correct?
I believe it was something like that, sir.
And then in the early morning hours of December 28th, Mr. Walsh sent her information about, well, here's a Verizon store in DC that you might go to if you need help.
Yes.
And she responded, thank you. Do you remember that?
I remember the messages about the Verizon store.
Yesterday, specifically on direct examination, you were asked about a search conducted at record number 1368, page 92. And that search was conducted on January 4th of 2023.
Sorry, sir. What was the line again? I just got to the page.
I'm sorry. Record number 1368. Page 92.
Okay.
You were asked about that yesterday.
Yes, I was.
And you told this jury it was about the Mazda building.
The crossing building.
Oh, the crossing building.
Yes.
But you weren't asked for the context or anything of the sort. You just simply told the jury what the search query was, correct?
That's correct.
I want to ask you now to go back to record number 804 at page 54. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is it fair to say that beginning at 804, page 54, on December 29th of 2022 at 9:47 p.m., that those searches are related to the Mazda building also?
Yes, sir.
And those searches go through record number 825 at page 55.
Yes, the Mazda building, crossing building. Correct.
So yesterday, you weren't asked about those searches that go back to December 29th. You were only asked about the search on January 4th. Is that correct?
No, I believe I was asked about those searches prior to.
All right, fine. Then I'm
Yes.
wrong. You know what the Mazda building is?
It's a building in DC, I believe, near where Anna Walshe works.
What about the crossing?
I don't know the specifics, just building in DC.
As an investigator in this case, and since you were asked specifically by the government yesterday to tell the jury about those searches, you went and investigated what had been occurring at the Mazda building in Tishman Spire regarding their management of the Mazda building and that area?
I don't know the specifics, sir.
Are
What-
you unaware of the fact, Trooper, as an investigator connected to this case, that there was a Legionnaire disease outbreak in October of 2022 of those properties that were managed by Tishman Spire?
I was not aware of that. I'll-
Are you aware of any letter that's contained, or let's strike that, that's not fair. Are you aware of any letter that was issued by the DC Department of Public Health specifically to Ann Walsh in her capacity as Regional General Manager regarding that Legionnaire disease outbreak?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you investigate and ask anybody at Tishman Meyer about anything occurring in October regarding the building that they were managing, specifically that Anna Walsh was managing?
Objection.
I'll see at the side of the bench.
Uh-oh. It might be out of the scope, something that's not in evidence, and probably like something that he can't testify to because it's not part of the investigative process. He's fishing for something he can't, he's fishing. He's not going to get that in. It's factual stuff that's not in evidence. You have to put it in. Oh, they are chatting about that. I don't think he's going to get it in. I think he's going to have to move on. Oh. Well, what's he got there? Yeah, he's going to have to move on.
Based on your review, Trooper Keefe, of the contents on the iPhone that is the subject of Exhibit 161, it's fair to say that in the searches running from the date of December 25th of 2022 up and including the end of December 31st of 2022, you saw no evidence of searches in the Safari search history regarding any searches for things like tools or searches suggesting how to dispose of a body or anything like that, correct?
I did not see any of those December 25th to the 29th.
Okay, and it's fair to say that based on your review of the search queries that were made and are contained in Exhibit 161, what you see for the search queries, it's fair to characterize them as there's multiple searches for various actors and actresses and music and movies, piano lessons, kinder care, and even a dog barking toy. Do you recall those?
I do, sir, yes.
And you were asked something about yesterday, and I'm sorry I don't have the citation, and that's my fault, but you remember telling this jury about a search that involved something called My Exes?
Yes.
Then the search right below it, I think, if you recall, and I once again apologize I don't have the citation, but I think you were asked on direct that it also had something like a reference to a song, correct?
Yes.
But you weren't asked to give context to that at all. You just told the jury what the search was, correct?
That's correct.
And you would agree with me, wouldn't you, sir, that once again, there's just nothing nefarious about someone searching for what turns out to be a country western song, correct?
Correct.
Trooper Keefe, you in the past applied for search warrants, haven't
I have, sir.
you? And you know what the procedure is, correct?
Yes.
And you understand that, are you familiar with the phrase probable cause?
I am.
Ugh.
Sir.
And can you just explain briefly what probable cause means in the context of getting a search warrant?
Objection.
Do you want to object?
Overruled.
The
Do you,
facts and
hey,
information
do you want to object?
pertaining to
Objection.
investigation in order to charge a crime, more or less. More likely than not that this crime had occurred.
And it's fair to say that once you start an investigation, your experience tells you that you might get a search warrant that covers a particular time period. And if you get information, either based on the content of what you discovered pursuant to the search warrant or your continued investigation, you can return to a court and apply for an additional search warrant, can't you?
It depends what the search warrant is for, what the search warrant is for.
In a case where you're investigating what happened, such as this, what happened to Anna Walshe, wouldn't it be important to you to look back beyond 12/25 of 2022 to see if there was any evidence in the iPhone Mini or the iPhone SE or the iPad or the MacBook to see if there were any other entries that indicated that the person using those devices had planned to do any harm to Anna Walshe?
At the time, we do not have probable cause to expand that search warrant, sir.
Well, you certainly had, at the time, I'm sorry.
During that investigation.
You have to speak up a little bit.
Sorry. Could you repeat the question again?
Sorry.
Yeah, it was.
You would agree?
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll see you both at the side of the bench.
Okay. Oh boy, it's a little convoluted. Okay, so Mr. Tipton is trying to say, look, you guys only selected these dates. If you had probable cause or knowing what you know, so he's trying to play Monday morning quarterback. You know what you know now. Why didn't you go back? And I don't know if he can answer that question. You have to have further evidence of something else. And I feel like they had everything during this time frame was all that they needed. They don't need anything contextually prior to this because the crime happened when it did, and they felt that the information that they had was enough to make the elements of the crime, and that was it. So they didn't need to go backwards. Ooh, they're arguing about this one. Uh-oh, spinning wheel of death. Hurry up. I'm afraid if I go too much, it will I'll get in a bad spot. Okay. And now I have a white screen. Okay, we're going back.
Here, we're working over there and discussing a lot of evidentiary issues, but you can get up. It's sort of tight because it's a lot of you doing that, but you can get up and stretch and move around. You can even step off, like right there, if you're lucky enough to be on an end seat. But just keep yourself alert, comfortable. All right? Thank you.
Keep yourself alert. Gonna need a lot of coffee. Our coffee maker broke. So no coffee for me today.
sir.
Who was the Mass State Police officer designated as, quote, the case officer in the investigation of this case on or around January 8th of 2023?
That would be Trooper Michael Proctor.
Oh,
And
oh, did you hear that? Oh, oh, Trooper Michael Proctor is entered into the courtroom. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Rein it back in. Hang on. Okay. Former trooper Michael Proctor, as you may or may not know, has been fired for his bias and derogatory comments and drinking on the job per se, and some other things. So he is fired, and that he is the case officer on this case is bing. And it's funny that the Commonwealth doesn't want to call him, but the defense certainly does. We talked about this earlier. So that is very telling. Context. They're talking about, hey, when did you investigate this case and how come you didn't investigate here and didn't investigate there? He's asking that of Connor Keefe. Can Connor Keefe make that decision? No, he's not the lead detective in this. The lead detective is the one. So when Michael Proctor gets on the stand, guess what question's going to be asked? How come you didn't investigate this case here, there, and everywhere? You're a terrible investigator, aren't you? You're fired. You've been a fired investigator. Oh, I can see coming. Why that day is going to be incredible. I can't wait. All right, sorry. Let's get back to it. Oh,
and what does case officer mean in that context?
You manage the case. So you're the lead case officer. You delegate tasks and things that need to be done throughout the course of the investigation.
So you manage the case and you oversee the
Is
investigation.
that-
Those are your words, right?
Yes.
And it was Michael Proctor.
Yes.
And it is fair to say, it's accurate, that you, in fact, you signed off on and applied for some search warrants in this case.
Yes, I did.
And you were the trooper in charge, being a forensic digital specialist, to analyze the data on the iPhone mini, correct?
The iPhone 13 mini, yes.
But you yourself, then, just yes or no, you yourself you never applied for any further search warrant to look at more data on the iPhone 13.
I did not.
Why?
Trooper Keefe, yesterday,
Why?
you were asked to show what was referred to as a PowerPoint presentation, correct?
Yes.
And in that PowerPoint presentation, what you did was you compiled, with the use of the Lexis software, you compiled a bunch of data points and believe that you were able then to explain the certain locations of those two phones, the iPhone SE and the iPhone mini, over a period of time, relevant to the investigation of the case, correct?
That's correct.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the reasons you compiled that PowerPoint presentation, I call it a presentation, but you compiled a PowerPoint, was to try to assimilate and get a lot of information together so you'd have context for the information, correct?
Within that GPS data set, there's thousands of points. So this is just one specific point within that data set for those two different devices.
So when I use the phrase to give context, in other words, once you start using that location data, and based on your review of the digital data, then you can make further conclusions about what a particular data point means when it shows up on the location data, right?
Unsure of the question, sir.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't follow it either.
let me try it this way. You know, if you just look at those data points individually without any context, you don't know what data point came before it, you don't know what data point came behind it. All you have is a bunch of individual data points that really don't tell you much of anything. Correct?
No,
Well, I'm not correct.
no.
Once you put together all those single independent data points, you begin to better understand what the location data is telling you.
Once they are uploaded using the mapping software, it's an interactive map, and you can look at the thousands of data points day by day, times, specific dates, times, and they'll map out specific dates, times of the events of the location.
So it helps you better understand what the events were over a period of time.
Yes.
So did you ever put together in the investigation of this case the information that was taken out of the iPhone 13 mini? And did you ever take it and put it in some format where you compared it to the other digital data, for instance, that was taken off the MacBook Gray, device number 3?
You'll have to specify data. I don't know what data you're talking about.
No. The data on the MacBook it included the activity that was gleaned from the MacBook beginning on or around December 25th up to and including January 1st of 2023.
Is there anything specific? There's a lot of data contained within both devices. I'm not sure what you're asking me to compare.
Well, I think you told us, Sherry, yesterday that with regards to the location data, you had something like over 40,000 data points to deal with, correct?
From the iPhone 13 mini, yes.
So then you decided, out of that 40,000 different data points, you decided which ones you would use to help better understand what events occurred during that relevant time period that you testified to yesterday, correct?
Yes.
So I guess my question is that, did you ever make an effort to get all the data information from the MacBook Gray searches
The answer is no.
and then compare it to the data that you took off the iPhone 13 mini and look at that data and line it up and see what happened over a period of days, 12/25, 12/26, 12/27 through January 1st, according to the times of when each event happened on each one of those days between those devices.
So Trooper Nicholas Guarino did the MacBook extraction and analysis. Are you asking specifically about location data?
No, I'm talking about the data that was gleaned from the MacBook Gray and, for instance, the data that you gleaned from the iPad, from the iPhone mini.
I did not compare the two, if that's what you're asking.
Would you agree with me, Trooper Keefe, that if you lined up all of the data that showed what happened on those two devices, for instance, the information, the activity on the MacBook, and you combined it with the activity on the iPad, on the iPhone mini, I apologize, the iPhone mini 13, that you would have a better understanding of exactly what was going on during the day of, for instance, 12/25/22 and 12/26/22, that would help you better understand the context of the information.
Objection.
Right.
They're two different devices. They'll be used at two different times.
Well, you used two different devices, used at two different times to compile your location data, didn't you?
Yes, for different days throughout that time frame.
Right. So it's not, the issue isn't two different devices, is it? It's the fact that you have two different devices operating on the same day.
Ask him why he didn't do it.
All the activity that happened on device A and with the activity that happened on device B and have a better understanding of what was going on.
I did not compare the two devices, sir.
So
Bring an expert in.
I hate to do this, Judge.
Yes,
Can we get in the sidebar?
you may.
Okay, so there are things in your job that you just don't do. There are things in other people's jobs that they just don't do. It wasn't Connor Keefe's job to compare these two, but it is Tipton's job to say, well, how come you didn't do this? And how come you didn't do that?
Stand up,
Uh-oh.
move around a little bit, because we need to do a little work while we're still here in the courtroom, but it's not.
Oh, excuse me.
I think if I could quickly ask exhibit number 160.
Had to pause there for a second for a small break. And I got cold, so I had to switch to a new sweater. So we're going to continue back. I'm going to go back just a smidge.
I think if I could quickly ask exhibit number 169 be brought up on the screen. Then Trooper, you have your exhibit, your product is exhibit 161. You have that.
Yes.
Now we need to call one. It was the last exhibit.
168.
And may I approach you?
You may.
Well, it's going to be hard. I'm presenting you with what's been marked Exhibit 168,
Okay.
characterized as the call log.
Yes, sir.
So just so the record's clear, 168 and 161 is before the witness right now? Okay, just want to make sure.
Yes, 161, 168.
Right.
And the text messages were introduced this morning as Exhibit 169.
We're going to do some on the spot analysis here. This is what you didn't do. You're going to do it now.
I'm going to ask you, Trooper, to look at Exhibit 161, page 2, record 16.
It's like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? What do you want me to do? Which one? Where? Huh?
161, page 2, record 16, sir?
Yes, Trooper.
Okay. Yes.
Have that in front of you?
Yes.
Is it fair to say that that's one of the references that you testified to yesterday, check a flight, JetBlue?
That is correct.
Now, I'm going to ask that in Exhibit 169, page 2, dated 12/25/22 at 11:54:05. The top of the page, you see that? Yes. Do you see that, Trooper?
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
At 11:54:05 a.m., the text message from number 8646 to phone number 7966, there's a message of, I haven't heard from you at all, correct?
Correct.
And then I'm going to ask that, Trooper, you look at Exhibit 161 again that you have, and look at page 2, record number 21.
Yes.
That's an entry at 12:09:24 p.m. And it is one of the searches you testified to yesterday regarding William Fasto, misspelled, William Fasto, DC Real.
Correct.
And so then you go down to, I'm going to ask you to continue to look at, now, page 3 of Exhibit 161 at record 27 at 12:09:28 p.m. Looks like 0.4 of a second. And that is a search entitled William Fasto, DC Real Estate, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And now I'm going to ask you to look at what was marked as Exhibit 161, the call log, at page 11, record 137, a search dated at timed at 12:15 p.m.
Sir, that was Exhibit 168 as the call log.
Oh, I've already messed
Exhibit
it up.
161.
I did. 168.
Okay, I'm going to have to take it out of the binder here. It's stapled.
Take your time, and I
Okay.
apologize.
Why don't you just bring
Okay,
it up
sir,
on the
could you go again
screen?
with that?
Yes, absolutely. 168. At page 11, I'll call it record 137. Time stamped 12:15.
Yes, 137,
Time stamped 12:15 p.m., correct?
December 25th, 2022, 12:15 p.m. Yes.
And that, from the call log, that indicates some interaction between the two devices, and that Exhibit 168 has to do with phone ending in 8646 and phone ending in 7966, correct? Assigned to Brian Walsh and Anna Walsh, correct?
Yes.
And there is a 1 minute, 23-second call between those two phones, correct?
Yes. Yes.
We don't know the content, do we?
I do not.
Okay. And then as you continue to proceed in this relevant time period, you go to Exhibit 161 again at page 3, record 35.
Yes.
And that is a search conducted at 12:22:06 p.m., correct?
Yes.
And the search is Anna Walsh, Tishman Spear. Is that right?
Yes.
Now we get, say on Exhibit 161 for the next 5 requests, 161, page 4, record 43. Timestamp 12:28:57.
Yes.
Search Christmas Day plane crash.
That's correct.
Same exhibit 161, dated 12/25/22, same time period, page 4, record 50. I'm sorry, record.
So, and my speculation and my estimation is that he hadn't heard from her, probably from the last time that they were supposed to speak. It's Christmas. Are you not coming home to see your kids? What's going on? She hadn't called him. She hadn't talked to him. It's almost like noon or something like that. So he's searching for her, right? Just as one would do. Searching JetBlue. What are the flights out of DC that are coming my way? Are they canceled? What's going on? Then she hasn't contacted him. And so he Googles William Fastow, right? I'm sorry. That's what he does. Why? Why would he, if he and Anna are, again, I talked about this yesterday. If William Fastow was just a person who had just sold him the real estate and that's it, do you have a relationship with your real estate agent? He was not a coworker of hers where they worked together side by side all the time and they were hand in hand in that respect. Why is he Googling William Fastow during this time frame? He's looking for her. Why he Googled him and what he thought he was going to find, I don't know. Maybe he thought maybe you'd call him up. This might be like step 1 of her missing, right? And then like she finally comes back to him and tells him that her flight was canceled and that she's driving up. So I think so he doesn't know. So he doesn't know where she's at. So he's Googles JetBlue. He Googles Anna Walsh Tishman Spire. He Googles Christmas Day plane crash, Anna Walsh dead. Like things are going through your mind. So like if you can't find somebody or you can't locate somebody, sometimes your mind goes to a dark place that something happened to them. And she's not responding to him. She's not contacting him. He thinks perhaps maybe she might be on a plane and that plane somehow or another ended up crashing. But the fact that he did William Fastow at this time says to me, his mind's racing. Where is she and why is she not responding? That's just my 2 cents. So did he know about
I'm
William
right.
Pasto
Record 50.
beforehand? Say yes.
Would you like to read the content, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Number 50, December 25th, 2022, 12:31 p.m. Jeff Chad Tishman
Right.
Cyper.
Now just keep going down. Exhibit
Chad
161,
is
12,
like her
25,
boss or
22, page
something.
4, record 53.
Anna Walshe found dead.
12:45:47, correct?
Yes.
And once again, I think you just told the jury, Anna Walshe found dead. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And as we continue to go down, the next is Exhibit 161, page 5, record 57. At 12:46:10 p.m.
Yes.
And it's a search for Jeff Chod, C-H-O-D.
Correct.
Now, I'm going to ask you to look at Exhibit 168,
Because Anna
At
didn't
page
text him
11.
back.
record 132.
This might be it. Anna didn't text him back until 12:57 saying that her flight was canceled and she's driving.
Timestamp 12:57 p.m.
Yes.
It indicates a phone call between these two phones
Yes.
that lasted 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yes. It's an outgoing call from the device ending in 8646 to the number 7966 Anna knew.
Okay, and you don't know what they were talking about, if they were talking at all. You just know that there was a call that lasted 4 minutes and 45 seconds between those two phones at that time.
Correct.
And then if you'll go back to, I'm sorry, if we could have page 2 on the exhibit 169 for 12:57:26. And the entry is, as seen on the screen, my flight got canceled driving up. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
So just stopping there. Between 11:52, we started with 11:52, exhibit 161. We're now down at the time period of 12:57. Is it fair to say that what looks like is that Anna Walshe, at least Anna Walsh's phone, texted the phone assigned to Mr. Walshe and told and texted, my flight got canceled and I'm driving up?
Yes.
And before that, those texts that you read to the jury, where they're entered, Anna Walshe found dead, are plane crash, correct? The ones you testified to just a moment ago? Those searches, they appear to be searches to see if some harm came to Anna Walshe, correct?
Again, I can read the context. I don't know the content of the search.
But did you consider that in your investigation of the case when you looked at all this data together?
That specific search and text message?
All this data together that you just now told the jury about. Did you look at all that data together at one time, like you've just done for the jury, and created a context for all of those communications in those 3 different sources of information? Did you ever do that?
What three? The call log, 3 sources? I'm not sure what.
Did you do it?
I've looked at all 3 of them multiple times.
Did you ever look and compare them and see that there were searches that looked like someone was concerned about harm that may have come to Anna Walshe, and then when Anna Walshe texted and said, my flight got canceled, none of those alarming texts occurred?
Objection.
As to the characterization,
Yes.
sustained.
Did you see, I understand. Did you see any other text after the 12:57 text from Anna Walsh's phone saying my flight got canceled driving up? Did you see any text after that where there were any searches about plane crash Or is Anna Walsh dead or anything like that? You didn't see anything like that, did you?
I would have to review them again, sir.
That is a non-answer to the
I want
answer.
to ask you to look at Exhibit 168, beginning at page 11, record number 129. What is that time stamped?
You said 168?
Exhibit 168. I'm sorry,
Sorry.
Trooper.
No, sorry.
168, record, I'm looking at record 129, page 11.
He was expecting it to come up on the screen. He's like, it's not there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, what was the line again, sir? Sorry.
That's okay. Do you see on page 11 a call that lasted 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 33 seconds?
Yes,
An
I do.
outgoing call. Do you see that?
I do, sir.
And that is a 1 hour, 22 minutes, 33 second call. That's an outgoing call from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, correct?
Correct.
And then do you see another call
What time?
on page 11 that lasted 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 37 seconds?
On page
What day?
11, sir?
What time?
Yes?
3 hours?
Hmm?
I do
If you do not, you can say that.
not see a call.
Do you see a call that lasts
Tipton, you're losing us. Come on.
6 minutes and 5 seconds? On page 11,
Yes, I do.
and then do you see another
What date
call
and time is that?
that lasted 1 minute, I'm sorry, 1 hour, 27 seconds and 27 seconds and 07 seconds? Do you see that? And that call originated on the phone assigned to Anna Walsh.
I'm not sure what. Can you repeat that?
Yes. Do you see a phone call that lasted 1 minute, 27 seconds?
On page 11, sir?
Yes.
I do not.
Then this might be a good time to stop.
Okay, we'll take a break. There's, have a nice morning.
All rise, please. Close your notebooks. Follow me.
Okay, I'm lost. Are you lost? I don't know what he's talking about. I know he's trying to make a point, which is great, but I don't know what he's talking about. So hopefully they can regroup and they can get this on the screen so we can see it. What day, what time, what's the context of this? You're just saying, do you see that 1 hour and 22-minute phone call? Sure. What does that mean? So I think he's trying to get there, but he just can't get there. So maybe the break will alleviate some of the confusion. All right, we have Zoom room. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, there's the only fan. There it is again. There it is again. We're going to catch up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
Puts the record more.
All right. Let's see what he has to say. Okay. Here we are. Back at it again. Guess who's back? Back again. We're back on the record, except for the jury's not in.
Opportunity, I know it's maybe not relevant to the inquiry that's going on right now, but pretty poor, just your records are good. He wrote 76, 85, 119, and 136. Almost memory is correct too. They all go to Verizon or AT&T records, so we can talk about that more later. Anybody need anything before I bring in the jury?
Does that mean I can explore it more with you?
No, it doesn't. It just puts the record more precisely as to why, but there may be others that you can explore that with. All right?
I actually don't get it, Judge.
You don't what?
I don't get it. I'm trying to understand the rulings. I don't.
All right, well, you can make your pitch.
So you're telling us that I can't explore getting further search warrants to go back.
Oh, I'm not sharing with you. I'm
12:25
sorry.
This witness.
I think you can with regard to his sort of, I'll call it area of expertise, but that's not what you really want, right?
You mean with the Verizon records?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I mean, as I look through back to go through, I mean, I think you have to have the filter that I'm placing right now is you have to have a good faith basis for all your questions, both sides.
Right.
This, I won't call him an expert, this trooper's expertise, as is revealed by those search warrants, is in a particular narrow focus. Now, you set the foundation for some broader thing, maybe Ken, I don't know, making reasonable inferences from what I know about the case, then I might come in. But with this witness, and there may be other witnesses to include Trooper Proctor. Seems like
The magic word of the day,
had a slightly different role than even Trooper
Michael Proctor.
So I think there are proper inquiries or proper individuals that you might be able to make these inquiries to some depth. I don't think this is one of them.
I understand the
Based
question.
on the record that's before me, you can ask probing questions if you wish, and you know something that I don't. Again, I'm the consumer of the evidence, just like the jury in that regard. And I certainly do have a lot of learning from the time that I've spent on this case, but on what I know right now, I don't think it's a proper line of inquiry.
I understand the court's ruling.
All right? Let's bring it back in.
All rise. Jurors entering.
Right. He can only attest to what he analyzed and like what his job was. He can't speculate anything further than that. But you might get it in through Trooper Michael Proctor. Ding, 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 ding. Do you guys remember? Oh, hey, hang on. Do you remember? Have you ever watched Pee Wee Herman? And they're like, the word of the day is red. And then anytime the person said the word of the day, they go, yay! And like they have like a big sort of like celebration. So, it'd be interesting to see. Well, it's like, can we do a count? How many times do they say Trooper Michael Proctor? It's I think 3 times today. 3 times today. Connor Keefe said it. Tipton said it, and she just said it. So, anyways, let's get back. Enough of my shenanigans. But I like how he's trying to make here. I'm going to make you do your job right in front of the jury. Can you do this analysis for me right here and right now? But like, have an expert
You
come
may
in.
proceed.
Thank you.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Would you tell us, Trooper, that Exhibit 168, the call, that call log is arranged beginning at late dates going to early dates, correct? It starts at January 3rd, 2023.
Yes, it starts January 3rd, 2023 to December 25th, 2022.
And all of the other two documents that we're using, the Exhibit 169 and 161, those all start with the earlier dates and proceed, correct?
Yes, those are in ascending. This one looks like it's descending order.
Okay. So now that I understand that, hopefully I won't confuse you. So here we go. So now, starting with Exhibit 168 at page 11, record 129, occurring at 1:40.10 p.m. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
That's a call that lasted 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 33 seconds, correct?
Correct.
And it was a call that originated on the phone assigned to Brian Walshe.
Yes, it was an outgoing call to the number ending in 7966. Anna knew.
Okay. Staying on that document, page
Great.
11.
Now we're getting clarification.
Record
Woohoo!
126. Time stamped at 3:02:37 p.m. There's a call that lasted 6 minutes and 5 seconds.
Correct.
And once again, it originated from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe, correct?
Correct.
Now go to page 10, record number 124. An event happening at 4:11:06 p.m. There's a call that lasted 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 7 seconds.
Correct.
Now that call originated from the phone assigned to Anna Walshe, correct?
Yes, that is an incoming call.
Are you aware of the fact, based on your involvement in the case, that Anna Walshe, her flight was canceled and she wound up driving up from DC to Cohasset?
On December 25th, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
And would it be accurate to say that during this time frame that we've just talked about, these 3 calls, that's when Anna Walshe is driving from DC to Cohasset?
Yes, that could be inferred from that.
So it appears from these records that during this time frame, that after her flight's canceled, her phone is texting the phone assigned to Brian Walshe saying, my flight was canceled, I'm on my way. That they're having no less than 3 phone calls between themselves, between their phones, as she drives up
Yes.
the course. And then, if you can, look at the screen, and I'm referring to page 2, and the text time-stamped 6:37:46 p.m. on 12/25. It looks like Anna Walshe, or the phone assigned to her, texts, I'm an hour and a half left.
Correct.
And then as you continue on Exhibit 169, at page 3, time-stamped 7/26:02, it appears that that phone texts an image of a car to Brian Walshe, correct?
Correct.
Or at least a phone assigned to him. And the photo looks like there's a photo of a Porsche.
Yes.
And now if you refer to Exhibit 161 at page 14, record 193, time-stamped 8:28:12 p.m.
193, sir?
Yes,
Yes, okay.
that's one of those Autobahn searches, correct?
Correct.
Where it appears that someone's looking for a luxury car, or at
Yes.
least searching the Autobahn for a car.
Yes.
If we go now to Exhibit 169, and we're looking at page 3,
I want to know how. Oh, well, maybe I was going to say, how does she text him while she's driving a picture of a car, but maybe she stopped for gas or took a break at 7:26? Okay. Just in my head.
We see a text that timestamped 10:34:50 p.m.
Yes,
and it involves a property listing at Zillow.
correct.
And if you scroll down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 texts, all of those texts encompassing page 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, they continue to be texts regarding Zillow postings for property, correct?
Yes, they all appear to be text sent from the number ending in 7966, assigned to Anna Walsh, to 8646 about properties.
And those properties are all situated in or around the greater DC area or Baltimore, correct?
Yes,
And do you know, officer, from your involvement in this case, about what time Ms. Walsh arrived in Cohasset when she drove up from DC?
on the 25th,
Yes.
I do not know.
If I told you that she arrived sometime around 8 or 8:30 in the evening, does that sound accurate to you based on your review of all the data?
Sounds reasonable.
So it would appear that all these Zillow listings we just referred to that are occurring sometime around 10:30 p.m. on 12/25 through 10:58, it appears that he's already home. Anna Walsh is already back in Cohasset, and she's texting on her phone to a phone assigned to Brian Walsh all of these listings, correct?
Yes.
Why? Why is she sending him these listings? Are they talking about investment properties? Or is she kicking him out of the house and she's like, here you go. Here's some places that you can look up and see for yourself. I have questions.
Now we're referring you to what's been marked Exhibit 168, the call log. I'm going to refer you to record number 114 at page 10. And it shows that there was some type of phone connection for 5 minutes and 19 seconds between the phone assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh, and to the phone assigned to Brian Walsh.
Correct.
And we can go down and just follow that on page 9, record number 112. We see a 36-minute phone call between the phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh. Correct?
Correct.
Once again, you don't know what the content of the phone call was, but that's what it appears, that there was a 36-minute phone call between them.
Yes.
And we continue to go down. Page 9, record 106. Now there's a 21-minute phone call, correct?
Yes.
Now we're on Exhibit 161. Now we're on a different date. We're on the next date. December 27th of 2022. I'm going to refer you to record number 316, page 22. You recognize that entry on Exhibit 161?
What was the page number, sir? Sorry, I put the 168 down.
That's fine. Page 22, record number 316.
Okay,
You see that?
I do.
It occurred at 6:57:46 a.m., correct?
Yes.
That's that reference you were asked on direct examination yesterday, that reference to all my exes, correct?
Yes.
And then on the same day, and now we're looking at Exhibit 168, the call log, We're going to refer you to page 9 and ask you to look at record 104. They begin a series of phone calls, 3 phone calls, 10 minutes and 43 seconds, 1 minute and 1 second, a third one, 26 minutes and 21 seconds, all originating from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe, to Anna Walshe. Do you need me to tell you exactly what the records are? I apologize.
Yeah, could you go again with the record number, sir?
Yes, 104,
Okay.
102, and 100.
Okay, yes.
Okay. And then there is at record 98 on page 8, 98 at page 8, there's a 23-minute phone call.
Correct.
And that originated from the phone assigned to Anna Walshe.
Correct.
Now, I want to refer you to now the text messaging that's been entered as Exhibit 169.
I'm sorry, that fell flat. I don't know what he was trying to do with all of those calls with 1227 and then all my exes. He didn't put it together. And then so she called him, he called her on 27th. There's no I hope at some point in time he has like an expert come together and put all this together and then like make a big picture for everybody, but for right now it's just a big jumbled mess.
At page 7, and it's timestamp 10:59:32 a.m. And it appears that the phone assigned to Anna Walshe texts, when can they have the thing signed? Do you see that?
I do, sir.
And immediately following that, in the call log, Exhibit 168, is a phone call that lasts 6 minutes from the phones assigned to Anna Walshe and Brian Walshe. And it originated from Anna Walsh's phone, didn't it not?
I'm just checking the call.
I can't see, what day is this? It's 10:59 in the morning. I'm assuming it's the 28th. You aren't contributing to the Players at Home Club, Mr. Tipton.
Log now, sir.
You see that?
I see the text, but I don't see the specific call you were referring to in the call log, sir.
Okay. Let me try to give you page 8,
Yep.
record number 96, time stamped at 11:05:17 a.m.
Page 8, 98 on this one has a different time and date, sir.
All right, what is it? Just tell the jury what it is.
This one is December 27, 2022, 10:41 a.m. That's number 98. on this
Okay.
one.
And it lasts for 23 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yes.
Go on down to now, page 8, record number 96 on the same exhibit, 11:05:17 a.m.
Okay, I have to
Record-
go back.
That's number 98. on this
Okay.
one.
He
And it
gave the
lasts for
context.
23 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yes.
Go on down to 23.
Oh.
1 a.m.
What is it? Just
On this one has a different
Okay,
page 8.
tell us.
98 on this one has a different time and date, sir.
Okay,
all right. What
Tell
is
us what it is.
Just tell the jury what it is.
This one is December 27, 2022, 10:41 a.m. That's number 98. on this
Okay.
one.
And it lasts for 23 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yes.
Go on down to now, page 8, record number 96 on the same exhibit,
okay.
11:05:17 a.m. A phone call that lasts 6 minutes and 54 seconds.
Correct.
Now, we're going to jump down
I have a headache.
a little bit, and
I'm
Exhibit
not following
169,
you.
the text messages on page 8,
Ugh.
a text message timestamped at 6:36:44. There's a text that reads, "Did they sign?"
Yes, I see
The
that.
morning or
And then you
morning
see
or
a text
afternoon?
following that, the very next text, timestamped at 6:39 p.m. in Exhibit 169. And it looks like it originates from the phone assigned to Anna Walshe. And she says, "I emailed Stephen to see if he helped with the paperwork," correct?
Yes.
And then as we go through these text messages, the next text message is the phone assigned to Brian Walshe. "She said they signed." That's the text message.
Yes.
Then the same phone text immediately thereafter, "Let's get this deal done."
That's correct.
And then there's a text from Anna Walshe, apparently, or the phone assigned to her immediately thereafter. "Did she text you?" You see that?
Yes, I do.
Then the phone assigned to Brian Walshe says yes.
What time and date
And then the
is
next
this?
text is on page 10 at 6:39:36. Anna Walshe texts, at least her phone does, "I didn't see it."
Yes, correct.
And then a few seconds later, that phone texts, "Great."
Yes.
And
Sounds
then
like they
that
sold the
same phone
property.
assigned to Anna Walshe at 6:40 texts, "Let me have Stephen confirm and I'll Venmo them."
Yes, correct.
And then there's a text that says, "Great," from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe. Then immediate text about an hour and a half later that says, "Hello." And that's at page 11 on Exhibit 169 at 8:03:04.
Correct. Yes.
So based on your investigation and based on your review of this data, that series of texts where they're talking about a deal and Venmo and everything else, it appears to you, doesn't it, that they were involved in the sale of property or something? Is that fair to say?
It appears they were looking at,
Conclusion.
Right.
Oh, withdrawn.
You can answer.
it appears they were looking at properties and possibly have sold the property or something based off those text messages.
Did you, as one of the investigators in the case, did you have any assignment to go try to explore what this sale was?
I did not.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Trooper. You're assigned to the
Why does
Norfolk
it
County
matter?
District Attorney's Office, correct?
Yes.
There's a number of other troopers that are assigned to that office specifically to investigate serious felonies, allegations of serious felonies, correct?
That is correct, sir.
And is it fair to say that, I think earlier in cross-examination testimony, you said that you collaborate, you talk to each other, you
Correct.
share information, correct?
Yes.
And so one of the reasons you share information amongst your fellow troopers that are assigned to the district attorney's office is so you can all learn more about the case and make a better understanding of what the data means and what the information you're getting might be, correct?
Yeah, we collaborate, share information about any investigation going on.
Based on your collaboration with your fellow troopers in connection with this case, are you aware of any one of your fellow troopers assigned to investigate this case that ever went out and tried to determine the nature of that sale of property that we just went through based on the information that's in these three different sources of information?
I believe so.
Okay. And do you know what the sale of property was?
I don't know the details of it.
Do you know where the property was that was sold?
I believe the North Shore somewhere.
Do you know how much it involved?
I do not.
Do you know whose name that property was in?
I do not.
Do you know where the proceeds went, the proceeds of the sale went?
No, sir.
Okay.
Get it in somewhere else.
I want to ask you, refer to Exhibit 169 on the screen. It'll be at page 11, a text timestamped at 8:03:04 p.m. And
What
there is
date?
a text coming from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe that says, "Hello."
Yes.
It's followed by a text that says, from the phone assigned to Anna Walshe, phone died.
Correct.
There's a text that immediately follows that, indicates a screenshot of a phone.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And then a text that immediately follows, literally, that's the word that's used. And that's coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walshe.
Yes.
And then a text that follows about 2 minutes later, coming from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe, where he simply says hello.
Yes.
Then an immediate text after that from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe. Do you need a new phone?
Correct.
And then there is that text where it appears at 6:18:55 a.m. at page 14 on Exhibit 169, where Brian Walshe, the phone assigned to Brian Walshe, is texting location data to 1001 Connecticut Avenue, northwest, a Verizon store.
Yes, it appears to be an address to a Verizon store.
Okay, and that's what we talked about a little bit before, right?
Right. Yes.
But now we have it in context, don't we? We realize that there's text going back between these phones of Anna Walsh's phone seems to not be working right. And then the phone assigned to Brian Walshe finds the location of the store and sends it.
Yes.
And if you just keep going down those texts, the next text, the phone assigned to Anna Walshe, she says, thank you, right?
Yes.
Okay, now we're changed to the next date, 12/28/22.
What's the point? Where's the point? Tell me what you're trying to elicit from this, because you said this before, now you've gone somewhere else, and then you backtrack to this. My head hurts. I'm not following you. And if I'm not following you, the jury's totally not following you. I know it.
We're looking at Exhibit 169, and there's a series of texts that began at 7:10:59 a.m. on page 14. And the phone assigned to Anna Walshe says, we'll work from home today, correct?
Correct.
And then there's a text that follows 3 minutes later from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe, says, feel better.
What day is
Correct.
that? The
And
27th?
I mean, from reading those texts, it would suggest that Anna Walshe wasn't feeling well and she was working at home, correct?
Yes.
And then there's a text immediately thereafter from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe saying, let me get the boys ready. Correct?
Yes.
As
Okay,
we
she's
scroll
home?
through these texts,
Okay.
the text at page 16, timestamp 7:15:15 a.m., there's a text comes from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe, says, love you. Correct?
Could you scroll down a little further, please?
Can we see
Page
it?
16,
Just
timestamp
show me.
7:15:15
Show
a.m.
me.
Yes, correct.
And then immediately thereafter, there's a
Show
text,
us.
page 16, immediately following that text, coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walshe, and she says, love, or the phone says, love you too.
Correct.
The phone assigned to Brian Walshe says, I will get you a plunger, correct?
Yes.
Next text from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe, and a Porsche.
Yes.
The phone assigned to Anna Walshe says, haha.
Correct.
Then Anna Walshe phone says, thank you.
Yes.
The phone assigned to Brian Walshe says they both start with P.
Correct.
Do you think that phone is referring to the Porsche and the plunger?
Yes, sir.
And then Anna Walshe, the phone anyway, responds, I'll take care of the plunger. You just get the Porsche, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then there's a couple of texts back and forth saying, ha ha, ha ha, right?
Yes.
Immediately thereafter, at about an hour and a half later, same exhibit, 169, page 20, at 9:26:13 a.m. From
Can
the
we
phone
see it,
assigned to
please?
Brian Walshe, there's a screenshot of a Porsche, correct?
Yeah, it appears to be a vehicle. I don't know if it's a Porsche or not, sir.
Okay. And then there's a second text and another screenshot. And can you tell if it's of a Porsche?
Don't believe so based off the picture.
Okay. Then at 9:30 on 12/28, page 21, still the text, the phone assigned to Brian Walsh says hello.
Correct?
And about 3 hours later,
Okay, I'm assuming she's not home. I'm assuming she's in DC on the 27th. That she went back because I don't know about you, but if you're home, are you, I mean, I know sometimes you text your significant other when you're at home instead of like going to go talk to them. But you would think that they would go talk to each other during this period if she was home. So I'm assuming she's in DC, which still hasn't been cleared up in my mind. Glarg.
the phone assigned to Anna Walsh texts back, fix the phone.
Correct?
She then continues, her phone does, SIM card died. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to jump down to the next text at Exhibit 169, page 22, timestamp 3/22/23, and it contains 3 more images of property, correct?
Could you scroll down, please? Thank you.
Please show us the exhibit, please. We at home want to
Yes, sir.
participate. We can't see it. We don't know what
And
you're
then
talking
there's
about.
a text of 3 movies being sent from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh. It's 3 movies, and if you can read the related data to those movies, does it indicate to you, based on your experience as a forensic digital specialist, that those movies have to do with the property postings?
Yes, could you scroll up a little, please? Just, okay, yeah, so they're attachments to a text, yes.
Okay.
Excuse me. Can we,
And then,
can we see it, please?
right at the
Can we
same
see it,
time,
please?
there is a reference made to 3 family brownstone from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, correct?
Yes, correct.
Then what happens is, on the call log, Exhibit 168 at page 6, record 66, there's a phone call between the phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh.
Record 66, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
And then when we go back to Exhibit 69, right in the same time frame, now there's text being exchanged between the phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh, including a text, looks good, then 1 minute. And the phones continue to text. And then there's another phone call that we can find at Exhibit 168, page 6, record 64. And it's a phone call between the phones assigned to them. So those phones are communicating together. I mean, we don't know what they're saying, right?
Correct.
And then if you go back to the text, we're still on the same day, 12/28. Now there's text about from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Then the
At least
numbers
I got the
work.
date.
It's a timestamp 3/50/19.
Yes.
Now there's a couple of phone calls that immediately follow that text. Phone calls between the phones assigned to Anna Walsh, and that's from Exhibit 168, first at page 6, record 62.
Yes, sir.
And then page 5, record 60.
Yes.
Then what happens? Same day, 12/28. On the call log, Exhibit 168, at page 5, record 56, there is a 21-minute, 47-second phone call between the 2 phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh.
What time, please?
Yes, incoming call from 7966, assigned to Anna Walsh.
And then about 30 minutes later, another phone call, this time originating from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe, that's for 15 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yes.
Exactly. 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 Let's go. Let's go back. Look at that face. Look at that face. That face says it all. I meant the same thing. And and I see the calls. I see this. What is your point? My head is about to explode. I didn't have any coffee today. This is not the day for me to analyze your data that you're presenting to the jury. Oh boy.
If you continue to scroll
Connor
through the text
Keefe's
messages
body
that are
language
contained in
says it
Exhibit
all.
169, and I want to refer to page 30 and the text message timestamped 11:18 a.m., 11:18:10 a.m.
When is this? Just some random days.
You see
and
the text
times?
coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh that said, it's incoming soon at 199K.
I do.
And the next text is, had 2 bathrooms, good shape.
Yes.
Next text from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, offer 195K.
Yeah.
Response from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, probably. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Then immediately thereafter, a text that says, let's see what TJ says.
Yes.
And then there's a series of texts that immediately follow. Okay. Then there's another
TJ?
Zillow posting. We're now at page 32 of Exhibit 169. And then there's a specific reference from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. They paid $80,000 in 2015, correct?
Yes.
And there's a second text, assessment at 4. What's that text say? At 11/21/31, page 32.
Oh, thank you. Now
Assessment
we
at
get to see it.
120K, 120K.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It sounds like the communications going on between these two phones is talking about the possible purchase of a new property, right?
Yes.
1229.
And that
Thank you.
Zillow reference in Exhibit 169 at page 32 at 11/19/54, that Zillow reference is a property in DC, isn't it?
Yes.
She getting it
And
from him
then
so he can move
scrolling
out.
down to page 33, 11/21/50, we see a text, zesting at 175K.
Yes.
And what does zesting mean? Do you have any idea?
The estimate of the property.
Okay.
Oh, good guess.
And then the next text is, our unit is really 1820 square feet.
Correct.
All right, may we approach?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, SpaghettiOs. There's an issue. I wonder if there's like, I wonder if they're charting into territory that of the why. There's like no foundation for this. They're just going over this. But he is the keeper of records of the text, so we'll see if this continues or if Mr. I believe the prosecutor's last name is Connor, if he gets his way. Maybe he can't ask real estate questions to Connor Keefe.
As we continue with this series of texts, now we're on December 29th,
Come on, please go
page
back. I want to
33 of
see.
Exhibit 169.
Come on. Let's go. Big screen. Come on.
At
Move.
11:21:59,
Oh,
the phone assigned to
God.
Anna Walsh,
Yes, thank you.
text, and this one as well.
Yes.
The next text from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, 1320 above ground, 500 under.
Correct.
Do you have any idea what the reference or the context is for that text? 1320 above ground, 500 under.
The possible square footage of the property?
Okay. And then the next text coming from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Let's see how much work it needs. You see that?
Yes.
Then there's a text, are they renting it out?
Yes.
Then the next text, makes sense to take it down hard. Correct?
I see that, yes.
And then does it sound like to you, based on your investigation in this case, that there's a discussion going on about possibly buying a new property in or around the DC area?
Yes.
I want to go forward now to Exhibit 161. I'm going to focus you to page 54, record 804, occurring at 9:13:47 p.m. And there's a reference once again to the Mazda building in Washington. Oh, I'm sorry.
$804, sir?
Yes, record 804 at page 54.
Yes.
And Exhibit 161.
Correct, yes.
Then returning now to the text of Exhibit 169 on 12:30, page 40, a text occurring at 6:01:24 a.m. from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Flight on time? Question mark.
Yes.
From the phone assigned to Anna Walsh. Hi.
Yes.
Phone assigned to Anna Walsh. Next text so far.
Go back.
Correct.
Next text, yes, from Anna Walsh's phone.
Correct.
Next text from Anna Walsh's phone. Boarding now.
Yes.
Next text from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Great.
Correct.
Next text from Anna Walsh, signed, ha.
Correct.
Then the next text immediately following that from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, did you get test? And then the next immediate text that follows is the word rest.
Yes, correct.
Does it appear to you that the texter intended to say, did you get rest, and change text to rest?
Objection to conclusion.
Sustained.
Okay. Then the next text is awake early, I see, and that comes from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh.
Correct.
And at page 43 in Exhibit 169, the phone assigned to Anna Walsh simply says a little. And then that phone says, it was a big Thursday night. Do you see those texts?
I do, sir.
And those are at 6:02 a.m. on December 30th.
Correct.
As you scroll down to the text dated 12/30/22 at page 46, a text at 12:07 p.m., there's a text coming from the phone of Anna Walsh, and it includes 2 photographs, correct?
Yes.
And I believe the photographs are blurred, but based on your review, do these photographs include pictures of a female and a young child?
They did.
And the response from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh says, looking good.
That's correct.
Then immediately thereafter, I should say not immediately, but 3 minutes later, a text coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh And it includes another photo of, if you know, a female and a young child.
Correct.
And then a text from the phone assigned to Anna Walshe, hanging out hard.
Correct.
If we move down to the text at 49, page 49, timestamped 1:26:49 p.m., there is a text coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walshe, and it appears to be a movie. Do you see that? It's timestamped 1:26:49 p.m.
Hold on one second, sir.
Sure.
Yes, there appears to be a movie attachment.
Okay, a movie attachment. I'm sorry.
Correct.
I should have been more clear. And then we see in the call log, Exhibit 168, at page 2, record number 20, record number 18, record number 16, they're all on page 2. We see a series of phone calls between the phones assigned to Brian Walshe and Anna Walshe. Do you see that? It's all on page 2, records 20, 18, and 16.
Yes, I see those, sir.
Okay. And then back to Exhibit 169 at the relevant time period, about an hour later, at page 50, there is a text coming from the phone assigned to Brian Walshe that contains 7 photographs, correct?
Yes.
And if you recall, and I understand that the photographs are blotted out, but if you recall, they're photographs of a woman and a boy.
Yes, sir.
So what we have here, and what you've just described to the jury, is when we put all the data together from primarily 3 sources: the call log, the text messages, and the data from the work you did in extracting the data from the iPhone. We see that all of those data, when looked at, they help frame a picture of communications about buying property and selling property, shopping for a Porsche, trading pictures between each other, all in the time period encompassing December 25th, leading up to December 31st of 2022. Isn't that right?
This shows communication between Brian and Anna Walshe from December 25th through December 30th. We only went to the 30th, sir.
And to be fair, it shows communications between phones at
Yes.
time.
Text message, phone calls, communication between those 2 devices during that time period.
Trooper Keefe, you would agree with me, wouldn't you, that there's no such thing called iMessenger?
What do you mean?
Okay. You're familiar with Facebook, correct?
Yes.
And Facebook has a communication or texting act associated with it, and it's called Messenger, correct?
Facebook Messenger, correct?
It's not called iMessenger.
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
And then you're familiar with text messaging that originated with Apple, and it's referred to as iMessage.
Yes.
And it's not referred to as iMessenger, is it?
Not that I'm aware of.
And it is possible, isn't it, to receive Facebook Messenger postings on someone's phone from someone's Facebook account if that person, the holder of the Facebook account, permits that person to see their Facebook Messenger communications?
Depends where you got the data from, sir.
Okay. You did not find
Good answer. Good answer. I like that. He gave him a hypothetical and he's like, not gonna go down your rabbit hole. I like that. Good job, Connor. Okay, I'm gonna go back up.
you did not find anything on the Apple iPhone 13 mini of any Facebook Messenger postings between Anna Walshe and a person named William Faster.
Specifically Facebook Messenger
Yes,
between those two on the iPhone 13 mini.
yes.
Not that I recall.
You did see, didn't you, a Facebook communication on that iPhone mini between Anna Walshe and a man named Michael Redmond on December 25th of 2022. Didn't you?
I would have to see the documents here.
Ooh, who's Michael Redman? Out.
While ago.
And I think he said it was December 30th, right? Oh, we're going to sidebar. Dang it! I want to know who's Michael Redman. What is she texting him about? And did he see it? Oh boy. Oh boy. Lots
You
of
may.
sidebars today. Oh, yay, we're gonna get it in. Let's go.
So may I approach you?
You may.
Just going to ask you, Trooper, have you seen that in your examination of the iPhone mini 13?
Oh, say yes so we can get it in.
If you haven't, that's fine.
I can't tell what device this was extracted from, sir.
So it is fair to say, though, that when you examined the iPhone mini,
Darn
you
it.
never saw any communications involving Anna Walshe and William Fasto, correct? On the iPhone mini,
Any communication whatsoever under
between the two of them.
specific application? This was the iPhone 13 mini.
Yes.
Can you clarify? I'm not sure what you're asking.
On the iPhone mini that
Cor-
we've been talking about today. And I thought you just answered. You did not see any communications between Anna Walshe and William Fasto first, let's say, with Facebook Messenger.
Not that I recall.
And of course, one of the, well, before I ask that question, so you don't recognize
This what you just handed me? I can't authenticate where this came from. I don't know what device it came from. I can't speak to that.
that. Then at this time, I'll just have it marked for ID.
We'll mark it for identification. Are we at K? No. Oh, geez. All right. Thank you. What is it?
Hopefully we get back to it.
So. Now, look, you said to my question, you said, I don't recall if you saw communications on the iPhone mini between Anna Walshe and William Fasto using Facebook Messenger.
Correct.
You don't recall.
I don't.
Of course, in the nature of this case and the fact that you are assigned to the Norfolk County DA's office, and
Uh-oh.
it would be pretty important, wouldn't it, if in fact you found messaging that was between Anna Walshe and William Fasto on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. That'd be pretty important stuff, wouldn't it?
Okay, so what they're trying to get to is You analyzed this mini. You didn't see any Facebook messages between William Fastow and Anna. So therefore, ergo, he didn't know that they were having an affair, that they were talking. That's where we're going.
Yes.
And as you sit here today, and I ask you a very simple question, did you see any Facebook Messenger messages between Anna Walsh and William Fastow? You said, I don't recall. But that'd be right, that's what you said.
Yes.
You would agree that's pretty important. That would be pretty important evidence if you found that on that phone, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And you would agree that with regards to Apple, the text message, you didn't find any iMessages appearing on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, iMessages between Anna Walsh and William Fastow, correct?
No.
Great points, Mr. Tipton. Great points.
And of course, in the context of this case, that would be pretty important evidence. If you found any communications, whatever form, on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, communications between Anna Walsh and William Fastow, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Is
The
he
other
winding
thing
up? Is he ending, or is he moving on to
you
something
did
else?
not find is any evidence of deleted messages.
Any
using
deleted
Facebook
message?
Messenger on the iPhone, the Mini.
Question mark.
I would have to take a look, sir. I don't recall specifically.
Okay, but once again, that software you use, whether it be Celebrite or Magnet Gray Axiom, it's able to detect deleted materials. In fact, that's one of the forensic tools, one of the forensic reasons it's used, to see if there's deletions of data that might be important to a case, correct?
Well, it all depends. The software that that company has published at the time, the software the device is running. So never do they get all the data extracted from a device. So the deleted data may never be parsed out and read.
Okay, well,
There's a lot of factors that go into that.
but if you wanted to find messages, whether they be Facebook Messenger or Apple iMessages between Anna Walsh and William Fastow, and you thought it was, as you told us, it would be very important evidence to find, you would do everything you could as a forensic digital specialist to try to find them, wouldn't you?
Well, her device was never recovered, sir.
I'm sorry?
Her device was never recovered.
I'm talking about the phone assigned to Brian Walsh.
You just said messages on her.
Well, we got that answer. Her device was never recovered, so it went away with the rest of the trash. That is interesting. Okay, let's go on.
Her device between.
If I did, I apologize, and I might very well have said that. Thank you for correcting me. Messages between Anna Walsh and William Fastow appearing on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. That would be pretty important evidence, correct?
Yes.
And you would do everything you could as a digital forensic specialist to try to find that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
And just a minute.
You're done?
Just a minute.
I love his facial expressions.
I'm finally done. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Redirect.
No, Your Honor.
Oh,
The witness may step down.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you want to leave this? stuff
wow.
Yes, the lawyers will take care of that, but
here?
thank
Thank
you.
you, Your Honor.
Wow. All right. I thought he was going to be on there all day. Witness
Commonwealth will
22.
call its next witness.
Commonwealth would call Heather Sullivan.
Heather Sullivan. Wow.
You solemnly swear or affirm
Oh.
the testimony you'll give in the cause now and hearing will be
She brought her own
and nothing but the truth, so help you
stuff
God.
to the trial.
Thank you. You can be seated.
She's got binders and stuff. Oh boy. Oh boy. Who's she?
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon.
She a financial person?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wanna-
Could you
wanna
please state
say
your name and
financial.
spell your last name for the record?
Yes, sir. Retired Trooper Heather Sullivan, Sullivan.
And you
She
say
retired
retired.
trooper.
When do you retire?
In July,
And how long were you a state police trooper?
20 years.
And what can you just tell us your kind of your path through the state police, where your assignments?
Sure. I was on the road for the first 7 years of my career. For the last 13 years, I've been in crime scene, 7 of which I worked at the crime scene office that's attached to the medical examiner's office. In the last 6 years, I worked in the crime scene services in Danvers.
And what were your responsibilities at the crime scene services in
Crime
Danvers?
scene stuff.
It was my
Woo!
responsibility to go to any homicide, suicide, unattended death, any crime scene where I would need to collect evidence, process it for fingerprints, or document any items of interest.
And what type of
Was she involved in the Sandra Birchmore case? I am gonna make a note. I have questions. Okay, let's continue.
training did you need to obtain in order to get into that unit?
We had on-the-job training, but it was years and years of training. Every year we have some sort of class, proficiency tests in crime scene, videography, documentation, evidence collection, tire track, footwear, and fingerprints.
You say proficiency tests in those areas. Did you pass your proficiency tests?
Yes, sir.
And are you familiar with competency tests?
Yes.
Did you pass your competency tests?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'd like to ask you some questions about January 9th of 2023. Did you have the opportunity to be involved in an investigation that initially started in Swampscott that afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Where did you respond to in Swampscott that afternoon?
330 Paradise Lane. It was an apartment complex, and I was called there by Norfolk County Detective Unit.
And about what time do you think you got there?
About 1,400 hours.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have what was marked as Exhibit 90? It's a photograph. And forgive me, I don't have the file number in front of me. Do you see this photograph?
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize it?
Yes, it's one of the 2 trash receptacles I was responsible for documenting.
On Exhibit 90, it says HAS. Are those your initials?
Yes, sir.
And could we have Exhibit 91? And do you recognize this image?
Yes.
What is this?
It's a trash compactor at the same location that I also documented.
Now, what was done with those 2, the trash compactor and the dumpster?
I, like I said, documented it with photographs all the way around, and then we were going to search it at a different location.
And did you go to that different location?
Yes.
Where was that?
300 Forest Street in Peabody. It was Greenworks Republic's transfer station.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 107, which was, I believe, file number 6556? Thank you. Now, does this look like where you went to in Peabody?
Yes.
Okay. So once you got to Peabody, what was done with the 2 dumpster? What was done with the dumpster and the compactor?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, no, my bad. What was done with the contents of the dumpster and the compactor once you got to Peabody?
They were separately transported to this location, 304th Street, and they marked off an area. I documented it before they dumped the trash, and then individually, they started with one of the trash receptacles, dumped that, and spread it out so we could go through it and search it.
Can you imagine that that is your job, to have to go through people's trash? Ugh, that would be the like grossiest job. Be like, get to me when you get to where you're going to be, and I'll analyze the stuff once you figured it out. Ugh.
So, and who did that process? Who dumped it out and searched it?
So the company who transported the receptacles, they're the ones who dumped it, but they put it in a location where we could go through it methodically. The CERT team, which is a special emergency response team, there's about 10 of those individuals who were there to go through the individual trash bags.
And what were the conditions like while everyone was doing this?
As far as
Weather.
Oh, it was it's January, so it was very cold. And it was outdoor location. It looks like it's indoor, but it's half indoor, half outdoor.
And so when the CERT team would get to a bag, would they open several bags at once, or what? How would they do it?
So they did it methodically. So they each kind of tacked it together. They went through each individual bag, looked to see. We actually had a meeting about what we were looking for, so they knew what to look for. If they found anything that they possibly that was of interest, they would flag me down. I would photograph it. And then if it was something that the detectives wanted to collect, we would collect it and spread it out so we can document it further.
So could I, at this point in time, Ms. Gilman, could we have Exhibit 125? So do you recognize this image?
Yes, sir.
Is this one of the bags, contents of the bags that you had to spread out and do further documentation of?
That was some of the contents in one of the bags, yes.
And what's this, bless you. What is the significance of the yellow placard?
That tells me, so as I was spreading things out, each bag got a placard, and then we would know which items came from which bag.
Now, when items were packaged up and brought back to the lab, did they all go to the same person, or did different people enter them into the LIMS system? So
I entered any evidence that we collected for crime scene services, which would be specifically for fingerprinting. I would collect that evidence, and then the detective unit collected anything we weren't actually processing for fingerprints or DNA. And then another person from the forensic scientists unit, also in the crime lab, they collected anything that they would be testing for DNA specifically, and only that.
Okay. And so these items here, were they tested for fingerprints?
They were collected by my lab and sent to the Boston lab because it was their, basically their area that the incident occurred. So they took that evidence and they fingerprinted it.
Now, but you were able to enter these into the LIMS system, correct?
I entered anything that I collected, documented it, collected it, tagged it, and put it in the LIMS system.
All right. I may have a moment, Your Honor.
Yes?
Okay, so if you hearken back to Trooper Gould, he was at the home of Brian Walshe, and he was the one who was swabbing the car. And then he said, I stopped, collected that evidence, and then had to go to the transfer station and go through that evidence. And remember, he collected some stuff, and then he put it in the LIMS system, and he took, then it went off to processing. He didn't collect everything. So now it's her turn to collect. She's saying he collected like biological things, and she's collecting things that you can take fingerprints from. So earlier, that evidence that he collected, you saw him, he went through the bags. So he said, yep, this is what I collected, etc. So now we're probably going through her turn to see all the things she collected and that she put into evidence. And then I guess later on, we're going to have the scientific people come in and say, yes, there was fingerprints. Yes, there was biological materials. This was this and this was that. So I think that's where we're headed, which is great because there's a short day today and I saw their clock. They have about 45 minutes left. So let's see what we can get done in 45 minutes. Up, here we go. Collecting bags. Oh. Apparently we're gonna.
You have gloves with you? I see a box.
I do.
Okay.
She brought her own box.
Your Honor, may I approach
Oh,
the witness?
gloves. See, it says 12:35. Actually, they don't. They only have about 20 minutes. Let's see if we can get done in 20 minutes. Yay!
For the record, I'm bringing you some parking paper just in case you need it.
Sorry.
Do you recognize this object?
Yes.
What is it?
It's one of the bags of evidence that I had collected because I can see my handwriting on it.
And what does it say on the exterior of the bag?
Tin snips by placard 8, and I itemized it 7-9. The LIMS number is 23-00596 with my initials and the date that I collected it.
Could you put some gloves on and open that bag and make sure that the snips are inside?
Do you mind if I stand?
No, go right ahead.
The snips you found at the scene that night?
Yes.
You can place them back in the
Holy
bag.
smokes.
Your Honor, come over and have this marked.
Look how huge those are. Oh my gosh. In the picture, they look very small.
Have the tin snips with the bag marked as the next exhibit.
All right. No
Holy
objection.
smokes, that's huge.
The snips in the
Wow.
bag are now in evidence as Exhibit 171.
Wow.
Is that correct?
May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Ma'am, do you recognize that bag?
I do.
What is that?
It's a brown paper bag, item 7-10, which I itemized in LIMS, and it's a hacksaw, and it was by placard 8 as well.
Could you open that bag and make sure the hacksaw is inside? If it is, could you please do so?
It is.
Without trying to make anything of a mess.
Sure. Sure.
Thank you. Could you return it back?
Out trying to destroy the bag. Can you get that out of
You
there?
have the hacksaw and the bag marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor.
No objection. It's marked and admitted into evidence as Exhibit 172, the hacksaw.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you recognize that bag?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
This is a brown paper bag with a hammer, item 7-11.
And if you could keep your voice up.
Yes, I apologize.
No, that's okay. I have you getting up and doing all that stuff, so that's my fault. Could you open the bag and make sure the hammer's inside? Let me help. Thank you. And that's the hammer you saw that night? The Commonwealth received to have the hammer in the bag marked as the next exhibit.
That's a large hammer.
Hearing no objection. It's in evidence now as 173.
May I approach you?
Yes.
Do you recognize this bag?
Yes, sir.
Could you open it and could you tell us first what is it?
It's a bag with packing tape, item 7-12.
Could you open it and look inside and confirm that the pack tape is inside? And does that appear to be the pack tape that you found at the PVD at the trash site that night? The Commonwealth would seek to have this bag with the packing tape marked as the next exhibit.
It is now, the packing tape is now in evidence as 174.
Oh, I think Ms. Gilman, could you take that down? Thank you. Your Honor, may I approach?
You may.
Ma'am, do you see that bag?
Yes.
Do you recognize it?
Yes, it's a brown paper bag with a hatchet in it, item 7-13.
Could you open that bag and confirm the hatchet's inside?
I want to know what that white thing was on the picture. I don't know if they're going to put that into evidence. I don't know what it is.
Could you put the hatchet back inside? And that's the same hatchet that you saw that you retrieved from the trash station at PVD that night?
Yes.
Commonwealth would seek to have the bag with the hatchet marked as the next exhibit.
Any objection? The hatchet is in evidence as Exhibit 175.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes?
Do you recognize that bag?
I do.
And what is that?
It's a bag. Actually, don't know what's in this. Craftsman shears.
Craftsman shears.
Yes.
Could you open it and confirm the Craftsman shears are inside?
Sure.
Thank you. Are those the Craftsman shears you saw that night in PVD?
They were.
For the record now, if the shears are back in the bag, Your Honor, the Commonwealth would seek to have the bag with the shears marked as the next exhibit. Objection.
What's the lens number on that? Is it 714?
714.
All right, the shears 714 are in evidence as 176.
May I approach one more time, Your Honor?
You may.
Recognize that bag?
I do.
What is that?
It's a brown paper bag with a measuring cup in it, item 7-15.
And could you open that bag and look inside?
No, it's a measuring cup.
Is that the measuring cup you saw that night in PVD?
Yes.
Commonwealth would seek to have the bag with the cup
Huh.
now back inside as the next exhibit. Objection.
Uh,
Number 715.
7:15, the measuring cup is now in evidence as 177.
Did you put like baking soda and all of the chemicals in there? Wonder if we'll get that answer. Who knows?
So I take it you took these items back to the lab and entered them into the LIMS system.
I did, sir.
And you didn't do any further work on these items once they were in the LIMS, once they were entered into the crime lab evidence system.
Correct.
Your Honor, may I have a moment?
Yes?
Thank you.
Oh, all of his papers fell down.
On the measuring cup, there was some
Oh, yeah.
dark powder. Do you remember seeing that?
That wasn't like that when I packaged it in the beginning.
And now, in your training experience of working in the crime lab, do you recognize that type of substance?
Seems to be black fingerprint powder.
And one of the reasons you took it to the crime lab was to be fingerprinted?
Correct.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Cross-exam.
I have no question.
All right, the witness may step down. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you don't know how they got there. Ma'am, you don't know, etc. Blah, blah, blah.
Hopefully calls next witness.
Commonwealth will call Richard Atkinson.
Witness 23. Richard Atkinson.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony that you give in the cause now and hearing to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
He's got a binder too, but I don't know what's going on.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, could you state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Sure. Richard Atkinson, Atkinson.
And where do you work, sir?
I work at the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Boston.
What is the Office of the Chief Medical
Ooh.
Examiner?
It's where the medical examiners in Massachusetts work.
And what does a medical examiner do?
This is going to be very interesting. What is he going to testify? There's no body. He didn't examine anything. This is going to be interesting.
A medical examiner is a doctor who's in charge of examining the bodies of people who are deceased to determine their cause and manner of death.
And how long have you been with the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner?
I've been there 11 and a half years.
And could you tell us your educational background?
Sure. I have a 4-year bachelor degree from Stony Brook University in New York. I then did a 4-year MD at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. I then did a 3-year anatomic pathology residency at New York Presbyterian Hospital and Stony Brook Hospital. And then I did a 1-year fellowship in forensic pathology at the office where I currently work.
And so I take it that worked into you starting your career at the OCME.
Yes.
Now, do you know what it means to be board certified?
Yes.
What does it mean to be board certified?
To be board certified in a specialty in medicine, you usually have to finish the residency in that specialty and complete a certain number of cases or see a certain number of patients and then take a test.
And are you certified in any areas of medicine?
Yes.
Which ones?
I'm certified in anatomic pathology and forensic pathology.
And can you tell us what is forensic pathology?
Sure. Forensic pathology is the branch of medicine that's involved in determining the cause and manner of cause of death and manner of death of people who die of not obviously natural causes.
And what is anatomic pathology?
Anatomic pathology is a bigger umbrella term that refers to diagnosing disease by looking at tissue or blood samples, that kind of thing.
Now, can you tell us, sir, what happens to a human body within the first hour of death?
Ooh.
Several things can happen. Usually there is rigor mortis within a couple of hours. It can, however, almost immediately occur after a person's death. That's just when the muscles tighten up in the position that the person died in. There's also something called lividity or livor mortis. That's when all the blood in the body, once the heart stops beating, settles down to the lowest point. So if you're lying on your back, it will settle to your back and give you a pink discoloration of your back, and also a white discoloration of your front.
Now, sir, what is an autopsy?
An autopsy is just an examination of the body of someone who has died, including looking at the external surface of the body and also cutting into the body and examining the organs.
How many autopsies have you performed?
I've performed just over 1,500 full autopsies, about 2,700 additional examinations that weren't full autopsies, and I've supervised 300 additional full autopsies.
How long does an autopsy take?
It depends. An autopsy can take less than an hour if it's simple. It can take all day if it's a difficult case.
And how, you said the external and internal, how do you begin the external examination of a body during an autopsy?
We examine the clothing in some cases. Then we examine the external surface of the body by taking photographs, by drawing our findings on a body diagram, and just looking for signs of injuries or disease that might have led to the person's death.
And what consists of the internal portion of an autopsy?
The internal portion is removing the organs, also looking for signs of disease or injury, and sometimes removing items like bullets that may have killed someone.
And when doing an autopsy, I neglected to ask this, but I imagine there is a facility at OCME that you do this in.
Yes.
And can you just tell us, like, what do you have as far as tables to work on for patients?
The table that the decedent lies on?
Yes.
It's a metal table with raised edges.
And what do you wear when you perform an autopsy?
I wear a lot of protective equipment, a full Tyvek suit, extra sleeves, and an apron over that, a mask and face shield, and 3 pairs of gloves.
And when you do an autopsy, what attempts do you make to get access to a decedent's medical records?
We make every attempt we can to access their medical records. In Massachusetts, the law is that we're entitled to them in Massachusetts. So,
and when performing an autopsy, what samples do you take from the body during an autopsy for further analysis?
We take fluids and sometimes tissue for toxicology testing. We also take it sometimes for DNA testing, for looking at under the microscope, various different things.
And can you tell us what histology is?
Yes.
What is histology?
Histology is the study of tissue by looking at it under the microscope.
And how many times have you ever testified in a court before giving your medical opinion?
Yes.
Now, on January 10th, 2023, did you have the opportunity to seize items taken from a trash facility in Peabody?
Yes.
Where did you do that?
At the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Boston.
Why were you examining items why were you examining items at the OCME?
Normally, we're not involved in examining items, just bodies of people. In this case, the objective was to determine whether there was any human tissue on these items.
I may have a moment, Your Honor.
May.
Thank you.
What did you find? Were there tissue materials on these items? And how did you find them?
Okay.
Okay, what are you
You
doing?
may.
What are we looking at?
Doctor, you recognize this image?
Yes.
And what is this an image of?
This is an image of several pieces of blue and white carpet that I examined.
Carpet.
Commonwealth would seek to have this image marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
I see that.
Yes, I apologize. Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes.
Remember, the judge needs to make sure that all the evidence that's coming in to the jury, she sees first because she has to
So
make
for the
sure
record,
that
what's the
for the
JPEG
record,
number
it's-
of 178 that's now in evidence?
it's allowed to come in.
110181.
All right. The photo of the rug with that JPEG number is now in evidence as 178.
And Your Honor, may the Commonwealth publish?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Gilman, could we have PC 110181? Doctor, can you see that?
Yes.
So, Doctor, can you tell us what are we looking at here in this image?
There were 7, though I think some of them are not in the image, 7 pieces of rolled up blue and white carpet with some stains on them, and the pieces of debris that you can see just above the ruler were also present on some of the pieces of carpet.
And who places the ruler there?
I do.
What's the debris?
You may.
Do you recognize this image, sir?
Yes.
Is that one of the pieces of carpet that you had the opportunity to examine?
Yes.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would seek to enter into evidence PC 110195, image of carpet.
Any objection? That 110195 is now in evidence as 179, photo also of rug.
And may the Commonwealth publish, Your Honor?
You may.
Ms. Gilman, could we have 110195? So, Doctor, is this one of the carpets that you had the opportunity to see that night or see that day when you were at OCME?
Yes.
And that ruler, did you place that there as well?
Yes.
And Doctor, do you have an idea of what the aggregate measurement of the carpets were together?
No, I don't think I recorded that.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes?
Doctor, do you recognize this image?
Yes.
Is this another one of the pieces of carpet you had the opportunity to examine that day?
Yes.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would seek to enter in PC 110198, second image of carpet.
No objection.
The photo of the rug 110198 is now in evidence as exhibit 180. Is that a good place to stop for today?
Oh,
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll see counsel at this side of
Okay.
the bench.
All right, so we are done for the day. So we finished off with Connor Keefe. We had Heather Sullivan come in and put some evidence in, and Dr. Atkinson. All right, so let's zoom, see if they're going to put anything else on the record, and then we will conclude for the day for Brian Walsh. Nice break from the last couple of days. It's been a long
I always
day.
like to check in with,
Okay, so what you going to say?
I always like to check in with the lawyers, particularly, I check with them, as you've seen, at the end of every day, but particularly at the end of the week, to take stock of sort of where we are right now in the case and to give you my best estimate. It's only that, it's the best estimate. But the case has been moving in quite efficiently. I think when I impaneled you, I told you that we expected 3.5 to 4.5 weeks of evidence. I don't think it's going to go that long. My best estimate at this point is that the evidence in this case will be concluded within a total time frame of 3 weeks. So we just put 1 week in the bank, so to speak. I don't think the evidence will go any further than 2 additional weeks. So I just try to keep you as advised, because as I've said to you, I'm ever mindful of the sacrifice to your personal lives. That's my best estimate right now. And
Oh.
as we go through those next 2 weeks, I'll give you further updates. All right. So jurors, I hope you all, I appreciate the work you've done this week. I hope you all get some rest this weekend. And while you're getting that rest, you must not do the following things. Do not speak to anyone about this case. Do not go on any social media or any news media of any sort. Don't do any research of any kind about this case. Continue to have open minds as you listen to the evidence in this case. Again, I appreciate all you're doing. Have a really nice weekend.
All rise for the court, please. Jurors, close your notebooks. Follow me.
All right, we're gonna see here really quickly. They're gonna put anything else on the record. Here we go. Yep, they're gonna go sidebar. Cameraman, look, he's having a little bit of fun. Now we got the scrolly doom of death. All right, that's it. All right. So thank you for joining me on this lovely Friday, the December the 5th, my law lovelies. So as you heard, Judge Frenier stated that she thought the case was going to be a lot longer, but the evidence and the witnesses are moving quite quickly, so that it is going to be maybe another 2 weeks. That puts them at December the 19th. If they end there, and if the case goes to the jury, potentially they could be deliberating just before Christmas. That week, the court's still in session. So again, I don't like that, because it kind of puts a time crunch on a jury that perhaps maybe they would like to get everything taken care of and be done with this case so they can go and enjoy their holidays, especially since they can't be on social media, right? I don't like that for this defendant, but this is just the way that it goes. So there's nothing you could do. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye and have a wonderful have a wonderful weekend. Please remember to like and subscribe. That way I can get more content out to you. YouTube doesn't know I exist, so please like and subscribe, and also share with your friends if your friends might be interested. So we'll see you on the next one. See you Monday morning. Thanks for watching Legalese 123. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe for more content.